that was just lucky at that point. And it was because of the first producer before he got fired. We didn't want to look at him because he would just constantly, when we'd get him to type something, he was severely dyslexic to an extent that I didn't know dyslexia was able. Like, he'd f up Q's and, like, R's and U's. And
it wasn't because he was ugly?
Well, that too, but
okay.
Yeah. I mean, I look at your Punim, so.
a little more handsome.
Just a little more.
A little bit.
Right.
Not too much.
No more ragers.
I have to see the other guy to make a comment.
I can pull up Instagram.
Yeah, think of every dirty white skater man from like actually specifically 92. Long hair, melting tum-tum body.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Oh.
Oh,
yeah. I'm just going to die soon. Yeah.
He's a lot.
Thankfully, I got to keep the beard because I got a weak-ass chin. Like, it's deceptive. Where you see the beard start and chin happen, that's where the chin ends.
Can I...
Oh, we are rolling, by the way.
Oh, okay.
What a perfect way to start the episode.
Put
Getting
your
my
finger
chin
away.
filled up.
Sorry.
You can just you barely fingered my butt crack chin.
No,
you just barely got it.
No, I felt it,
Yeah, that's the
nice.
cool part about being a guy is you can just cover half your face if you want to.
I mean, or you can like work in the circus.
Women can cover their entire face if we want to.
Yeah,
so.
we
just get tattoos.
We just have facial hair and
we
hats.
just wear makeup. No.
Yeah.
I think tattoos is pretty universal.
Yeah.
Do you not like a tatted woman, Blake?
I do like a tatted woman. But
I
maybe
figured
not,
you did, you
maybe
Navy
not
boy.
on her face.
I don't think I've ever seen a
It's hard to
face woman.
rock a face tattoo.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll see one. I'm like, damn, okay.
Maybe after like.
But most of the time when I see them, I'm like, what'd you do?
Yeah, what have you done?
What did your parents do?
You just
So like,
something went wrong.
Speaking of face tattoos, there was a dude that I ran into that I kind of knew through the very start of comedy when I was still doing variety shows, and face tattoos, nice-ish guy, but he scares the living out of me. And then I ran into him at my gas station, and come to find out he lives in my neighborhood. I was like, oh no, because he's got two different face tattoos. One's filled in and one's not, and I can't remember which one means which, but he's got both, so he's done both of the things.
Like they were both tears?
They got a teardrop that's filled in and a teardrop that's not filled in, and one means murder and one means attempted murder, but I don't remember which one's which.
Sounds like both.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah. He tried 2 times and succeeded once, and now he's a rapper.
Damn.
And I hope that's the one time I hope we don't have a subscriber.
Is he a famous rapper?
No. Oh God, no. His claim to fame is Haltom City Theater on a Sunday at midnight, which I can't talk. That was my claim to fame at that point too. So.
Oh, I don't know none of that.
Yeah, don't. It's bad. They also didn't realize that, like, hey, you can't put music in between comedians or before comedians whatsoever, especially when the people that are in the audience are, like, there for the rappers.
Wait, they had, it was, comedians opening for...
So it was 4 comedians and then, 8, 9, 10 rappers or something like that. And then they did... So it was me, Bill King, Mike T, and then someone else. Yeah, one of these productions.
No, yeah.
Something you do when you're in your first 6 months and then stray away from. It's okay. He doesn't watch the podcast, yeah. But one of us opened, and then they did 3 rappers, and then Bill went up, and that didn't go as planned. And then 3 more people, and then I went up, and then at that point everyone was gone. I was like, all right, well, I prefer this over the rap crowd, and I could talk to a back of the room all night long.
I would pay money to watch Bill's set. From that.
You've seen it.
Yeah. But in that instance,
oh yeah,
God, he's one of my favorites to watch.
He was saying every bit of "Why don't you like me?" without saying "Why don't you like me?"
Oh God.
Oh, I love you, Bill. But that's a fun way to intro the podcast. Why not?
Yeah.
Thank you for coming back to another episode of the Dingbat District, where we have a very exciting episode that I'm excited for, or I can't wait for. We have 2 very good friends of mine who work together at the Addison Improv. We have Kirstie Hayden and Diego Rangel. Will y'all go ahead and plug up your socials, please, at the front?
What up? My social media is Kirstie Comedy on all of them. And coming up,
Can you introduce me? Can you do that?
okay. And coming up next, very funny, my best friend. I also really hate him, but he's also my friend, Diego Rangel.
Thank you so much.
Come on, Blake.
I had a liquid death in my hand.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah. Just Instagram, _ no Diego no. Also my podcast, Lemon Pepper Pod. That's it.
Hell yeah, Lemon Pepper's been growing, dude.
Yeah.
You even got a sponsorship from some clips that have gone viral on Lemon Pepper Pod. Do you want to talk about that?
Sure. Yeah, we could talk about that.
I'd love to, because it's very funny how you got that advertisement.
Well, I don't know why we got it, to be honest, because there's a clip that went viral of me trying a Zyn for the first time. I've never done nicotine.
Good boy.
Ever. And I popped in a 6 milligram Zyn, upper decker, and it made me throw up. I threw up on video, and that got, I think, across all platforms.
Was it edited to be instant, or was it actually instant?
It was
that you
not
threw
instant.
Up? Okay.
It was over the course of like 20 minutes.
Okay. I was gonna say, because if it was just immediate reaction.
No, I kept it in as long as I could, and I felt it coming, but I still kept it in.
Those cold sweats and tongue sweats that you get from them, that's a nervous bunch.
I turned my head in the video, and you can see there's like red on my neck. It's like something is flaring up, which isn't a good sign.
No.
I was getting pale. I was sweating. I was cold.
He was pale and turning red at the same time.
Yeah. No,
dude, you were pink.
It was bad.
And then you got a sponsorship ad.
And then we got a Zyn company reach out to us. They're like, hey, we want to send you a bunch of Zyns.
What a perfect product. Hey, no one's going to pay attention whether this is actually... You were just going to get the dumb frat douchebags anyways. Yeah. That's who's going to use this product.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And that's who uses the product, Theben and Brian. Mostly Theben.
There was nothing funnier than going to Halloween bar hopping with Theben and Sean Kay when he was dressed as Morpheus.
Oh my God. Yeah, Halloween.
Yeah. He would keep coming back from like talking to girls like, I don't know what's going on. I was like, well, maybe because you're dressed as Morpheus, and I don't think a whole lot of people are getting the reference.
You know what's so funny? Before, I remember that night, right before they left, so Theben and Pratik were dressed up as like Matrix characters.
Right.
Pratik was supposed to be Neo, and Theben obviously Morpheus. And he was like, bro, like, he was talking the shit.
So good, bro. I look hard as
he was saying, like, bro, these are bad costumes, right? These are bad.
We're gonna get so many
Yeah, and then the next week on the podcast, he's like, bro, like, chicks don't like the Matrix. like no dude.
Thebes. It's not the Matrix. It's the fact that he was wearing a trench coat, just like out and pumping. And like, I don't think they're gonna stop to think like, oh, Matrix. Yeah, okay, I got you.
Yeah. Oh my God, is that Morpheus?
No, it's, oh my God, that guy's in a trench coat. Let's run.
We're calling him Obesius. I think it's more accurate.
Diego said it, but I agree. There it is.
Body dysmorphias.
That was a good tag.
Y'all are great at puns. That's where I need to get to. Y'all
She's
are
the
smart.
pun queen.
You're the pun queen?
Mm-hmm.
Don't say that, because then I won't be able to come up with any.
Now we're putting you on the spot.
Have you challenged Steve Lovelace? Is it? He's a DCC guy. He's known as the pun king.
I would say Thomas Craig is a pun king.
He's got to be the pun king, Thomas Craig.
I mean, I don't do puns on stage really, but off stage, like
you are punny off stage.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because you're nice to have at workshops. You, Diego, Pete, and then just whoever sprinkles in. Everyone has good advice, but I like when y'all go to talk, I actually listen.
Oh, thank you.
Y'all actually helped me out with you three really helped me out with the whatever bit I was trying to work on. It's not important, but I actually, when I can get to Addison Improv on a Sunday in the afternoon, it's actually beneficial. Like I it's one of the mics that's actually still stayed consistent in worth going to, whatever that might be called. But there are a lot of mics now that have just fallen off.
Yeah, like all of them.
Yeah.
Except for DCC.
DCC's the only one that's really thriving. And then there's the bar mics that are doing well. Like, shout out Jamie Jake's Outfit Brewing is very fun. No, it was a good one. It wasn't a good one. It was a 3 at best, but I'm happy you're comfortable enough to burp on air.
Well, I masked it a little bit.
You did.
Thinking it wasn't going to be heard. But it was still. These mics are very sensitive. Like I breathe.
She
I was like,
was at the back of the room, and the mics just picked it up. It was a very good burp, actually.
I didn't hear it.
The producer burped.
Let me just. I'll
just
have
whenever
another
you're
one
ready.
in like 15 minutes. Yeah.
No rush.
It was a hot mic. So speaking of masking, I just realized this was a thing the other day. Have y'all ever heard of ADHD masking?
So I'm so glad you brought that up. I was accused of doing that the other day.
What
Really?
is it? What is it?
So ADHD masking, I saw a TikTok of some girl explaining what it was, and apparently it's just whenever you make up a personality to have around certain people, and it's different for every person. You're like, oh, thanks. I'm glad you like my personality. I crafted it specifically for you, so you'll like me.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I like that. I do that.
I
I think
so
everyone does that
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you have different versions. I mean, you're not gonna be the same you that you are at work versus when you're kicking it with your best friend. You know?
Right, but I do. I feel like I do it with each individual person that I know.
Right. Like
Like-
you start talking like them and stuff.
Oh yeah,
I do that too.
You start talking.
I get so
exactly
cringe
like 'em.
whenever I get around people who have like an accent.
Or they bring it up,
I'll
too.
start kind of like low key talking in the same. I can't help it though. Like
It was bad.
Just start code switching with everybody.
a
I've-
little bit.
yeah.
Not. It's subtle because I've brought it up that I do that
Right.
around people that know me and they're like, I never noticed you doing that. So I think it's something only I notice.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't think it's like super obvious because I'm trying not to do it.
Do you have
but
like a card like in the Joker? You're like, sorry, you hand it to somebody. You're like, I may code switch in this conversation.
Yeah.
I used to do it because my best friend's parents growing up were from like deep swamps, Louisiana.
Oh.
So I'd go hang out over there for the weekend, and I'd come back home just a little swamp gator. My parents like, "What happened to you?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm just LIVIN, man. Just saying anything that they said around the house. Well, not anything.
Oh.
Yeah. It was a fun one. You learned what not to say around them too, but they were sweet people.
Yeah, I do that too though. Like I got around someone with a Boston accent and I started like I was like, stop it, stop it, stop it.
I say so many like
Which
I've
one's
recently
the Boston?
like,
This is the worst one.
The fucking the
the soft
northeast
but
accent.
long A.
Yeah.
Park the car in the Harvard yard.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark,
Okay.
yeah,
Marky
that's a
Mark.
good one.
Okay.
In fact, we were just watching Ted, the TV show they're doing now outside,
Oh, is it-
and I tend to pick that up, or if I'm listening to Robert Kelly on podcasts, which I do a lot, or I'll take his, he calls everyone a and then I'll catch myself saying, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I shouldn't. It's a fun one to pick up, but maybe it's not the best, just audible hot take I should have.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do that too. It's kind of it's embarrassing, but I don't think anyone really notices it as much as we think they do.
Oh, no, because I was going to say, you're pretty, at least from what I've noticed, you're pretty set in your ways and that you're you.
The masking is working.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. Maybe I just go to bring up Kirstie and she's like, oh, no, she's just the loudest person I've ever met. I'm like, really? Kirstie's so calm. And you just find out that you're
She
just
can be,
splitting
though.
it.
I'm really loud at work when we're supposed to be quiet. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Is
I
that-
I get told probably to shh the most.
No, I can hear you talking across the room in the middle of the show.
That's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as Mike's we've been to recently.
I don't know. I just like whenever something exciting happens, I can't quietly talk about it.
You should come in and just become the gatekeeper of Mike's. If you can be
Oh.
loud at the places, you've got some experience under your belt. That's what open mics are lacking right now. Because there have been like 3 times in the past month where I walk in and my 18 months is the most experienced in the room. I'm like,
I know, I hate it. I just don't feel driven to hit up that many mics anymore. I think just because, like, I get in on a good amount of shows now, but also, like, I don't like the bar. Like, I'm just like, I just don't feel the motivation.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of want to move soon because I'm just, like, not feeling... When I go to another city for, like, a week to do comedy and stuff, I'm, like, super motivated. I'm hitting
Yeah.
as much shows as I possibly can. Here, I'm like, I don't feel like going to that mic.
yeah,
or-
and it's an easy
I'm
kind of
lazier.
hot react. Like I don't have to get into stage, and not it's my stage energy, I guess, because it's not saying much, but like obviously, unless you're in a new place like this, like when I went to LA, I was excited to get on stage, and I was energized enough to where my set was flowing right. But then I get here, I'm like, man, another Monday night mic in Dallas. I could go home after 15 minutes and be just as fine.
Right. Like, well, I've had so many times where, because when I first started, I was hitting all of them like crazy. I lived in Denton, so it was a huge commute to get anywhere.
Right.
And I would go, like, drive like 45 minutes to do this mic in front of like 3 people. And at that time, I didn't mind it because I was so new. But
Right.
now, when I do that, when I go all the way to Fort Worth on a Monday to do an open mic, I'm like, I regret this. Like, because you're only going to be up there for 5 minutes maybe. And
Yeah.
there's maybe like 3 people, or it's a bar and the people that are in there aren't even paying attention. It's loud. Like, I'm just like,
Yeah.
nah, it's just not worth it.
You know, after doing that for like a long after I like occasionally doing like a bar mic, because I feel like I enjoy it, the sorrow in it
Because you're a masochist, like a comedian needs to be.
a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think doing that regularly is crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's something like maybe you just have to stop doing it on your own at some point. But like, if I was still doing every single day like I was when I first started out, and like every new comic should do, you should get up as much as you possibly can, because you're just finding the confidence to get up there at that point. But me going to, I'm not going to name it, but me going to a Monday night mic over here in Fort Worth is just going to be anything but beneficial when it looks like I'm doing an open mic in Raging Bull Hallway. Like, I don't know if y'all have seen that movie, but it's literally just a 3 by 19 foot room that you just get yelled at in. All right. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, Diego definitely hasn't seen the movie. He doesn't watch movies.
I don't watch anything.
I haven't seen it either, though.
I don't know that movie.
You don't know this movie?
You
I
don't
don't
know
know
Kill
that.
Bill?
I do know that one, Django.
Do you know this guy?
That's
Are
You
you
got it.
serious?
No,
You're
Nicolas
hesitating right now?
Cage. No,
My favorite actor.
yeah, he was Ghost Rider. I know that.
Did you watch?
there you go.
Did you watch the Nicolas Cage movie where he makes fun of himself?
Can I take this
Yeah.
out? Is that
Yeah,
okay?
once.
Yeah.
What's
I
that
was just
movie
about to.
called?
Unbearable Weight of Massive
Yeah,
Talent.
that was
Great fucking
good.
movie.
I
saw
did
that in
hear that
theaters.
one was good.
You did. I watched it at home. I didn't even know about it until I was just scrolling, and I was like, "What the? What?"
Nick Cage playing Nick Cage in a Nick Cage movie.
It was great.
It's perfect.
I need to go watch that. I've heard good things.
It's
but,
good. Pedro Pascal's in it too, and
Ooh.
that's where that meme is from of him like in the car, like.
Oh, him looking over like a puppy. Yeah. I wonder what that was from.
He's sweet.
I love him. He's so adorable. I'm not like attracted to him, but he's just like an adorable man.
He's a golden retriever.
Even in Last of Us, he's like a badass, but he still has those like kind eyes.
You want to hug, but not only because zombies are coming, but just because it's a warm embrace.
He's like a dad in that show.
Was a dad.
I love the father.
dad.
Well, I love that the father-daughter dynamic between him and the girl, Ellie.
Mhm.
Ellie.
Ellie.
Right. Ellie.
That was
See-
based off a game. Did you know that?
I did. I learned that later. I didn't know that at 1st.
Mhm. It's pretty accurate to the first episode's like 1-for-1 of the game.
Yeah, everyone said that. I'm glad I didn't play the game though, because to me it's like it's just like a really good show. That's how I feel about The Boys. I didn't know that was based off of a comic book,
That
but it
show's
translates even if
crazy.
you haven't read. Like both those shows translate even if you don't know what they're from.
Sometimes it's better if you haven't read the previous material and you just
Yeah.
watch the show, because then you don't pick it apart.
Yeah, you're just watching it. You
Yeah.
don't know what's coming.
My
Like
older
to me, The
brother-
Boys was like crazy to me. I was like, what is this
The
show?
Boys is awesome.
Because I had no idea what it was before I watched it.
Homelander's one of the best villains I've ever seen.
He's
Cody
yeah,
Rhodes looks
he's
just like him.
insane.
He's intimidating. He's f***ing evil,
Mhm.
and I love everything about his character.
Yeah.
He's so up.
And he escalates so like gradually. Like at the beginning, you're like, "Oh, that guy's chill, whatever," and then
Yeah,
he
he's
just becomes
Superman.
the worst person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favorite scenes is whenever A-Train they have that encounter in the hallway, and he's like, he's like, "What'd you say?" And the fear in A-Train's eyes. Oh my! Like Homelander was gonna kill A-Train in the hallway.
Yeah.
Like
Have-
he doesn't give a.
So if y'all like The Boys, have y'all watched Invincible at all?
I have not watched season 2.
Mm.
So I won't give anything away, but Invincible is a very cool show. It's animated and about a superhero also, but it's also very gory. So the first thing you see is like, oh, it's a kid's show. That's weird. And then within 5 minutes, you see someone's head get split open. And it's pretty cool because it's a cartoon. They can do way more. And that's where all the Omni-Man and all those memes are coming from. But it is such a good show. It feels like old school, like cartoon, The Amazing Spider-Man, like, but for adults. It would, like, I'm trying to think. Sandra Oh's in it too. She does a great job.
Mhm.
Fucking
Have you seen The Princess Diaries?
No, I haven't. I need to.
No.
That's
Chris.
my favorite Sandra Oh moment.
Of course, Blake has. Blake
What
has
happened
seen
in this Sandra
So
Oh?
you know, Gupta, the queen is coming. If you know, you know. IYK and Y. Wait, what is it? IYK and YK.
What? IYK.
That was
Yeah.
incredible. I would not have been able to pull that up. Like, even if you let me type it out, I've like, no idea. So y'all aren't dyslexic.
No.
I don't think I am. I always thought I was when I was a kid, but I don't think I am.
I always kind of prayed after watching Percy Jackson, the Lightning Thief, that I became dyslexic and I was just a demigod. I was just always hoping that happened.
Are we allowed to vape? Because I saw you had one.
Yeah.
Okay, but then I haven't seen you hit it, so I've been getting in my head about it.
I haven't been hitting it.
I don't know. I
Go
haven't
me.
noticed. I saw you like holding it in your hand, so I was like, okay, obviously he's hitting
Honestly, at this point, it's just become a fidget because the button spins, so I can just spin it in my fingers.
Oh, interesting.
But I was hitting it so much yesterday when on the Kane episode that I thought I was smoking out the room. I was like, I gotta chill. This is bad. I don't need to be refilling the tank in between episodes.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're
It's
refilling
gotten-
the tank, like...
Yeah.
I mean, you got 2 vapes. Is that any better?
Because
or-
this one's been on 0 for like all day. But I'm still hitting it because it's still hitting.
You gotta
and
wait for the other
It's not
shoe to
burnt
drop.
yet, so I'm
Yeah.
like, I went ahead and got this one ready because I didn't want to do it during the podcast.
It's a worst feeling with the first taste of burnt, and you're like, oh,
I know it's the
no.
worst when it tastes burnt when you know it's not done yet. You're like, what? I should have another 3 days with you. Why are you burnt already?
I bought one that tastes like orange soda, and the first hit it was burnt. And like I didn't hit it in front of the guy in the gas station for the one time I didn't do it.
Oh yeah, you got to do it when they tell you.
I know. I just didn't want to be that guy waiting in front of him because I get all anxious and nervous that like I'm just gonna block someone in or something. These poor guys are just waiting on me. Blake, I feel like it's a good time to play our game.
It is?
Yeah.
All right.
So here on the Dingbat District, we like to play a fun game called Mugshotties. It's inspired from the Twitter page of mugshots of people where once we see the mugshot of not their real name, these are not their real names, we're going to guess
Not
what
the
they
real
did.
name.
And the winner, do we have a... No, we don't. I don't think so.
Can't trust anyone who spells Brittany like that.
Yeah, I was thinking.
It's got to be TTANY.
Yeah.
That's the way my sister spells it.
But,
Um,
so it looks like this is in front of the picture of whatever
yeah,
she did.
is the picture a
Holy
hint?
shit.
I had a couple
'Cause that-
tequilas whenever I was making this up.
Okay, so
you
who
know,
knows? Who
Yeah.
knows if the picture
That looks like a lot of drugs.
It looks like a lot of drugs, but... And this sucks to say, but it also looks like that scene from Quiet on Set when they revealed what he had.
All the
hands...
paraphernalia.
yeah, like he just had
Paraphernalia.
different bags of...
Paraphernalia.
Is this still called paraphernalia?
I don't know.
it's just
Pedo
called child.
All the
Yeah,
all
but that's
the
uncomfortable
evidence.
to say.
Evidence is probably the right
Evidence,
word.
yeah.
There's not an uncomfortable way to say that. in
First
any
of all-
situation.
I think you nailed it with
Ooh.
evidence.
Yeah.
She's pretty, but
She's pretty.
she looks very 2007 with that haircut
You're
and those
right.
eyebrows.
She doesn't look like she has much remorse for what she did.
She don't look happy though. She looks like she's like, I mean, sometimes they're fucked up when the mugshot gets taken. So
Well, she's got one eyebrow raised, which I
I
find
was
interesting.
also just looking at the opposite in that kind of looks like a hit. Like that.
Oh,
Her
Okay.
left eye looks a little swollen, or at least not opened as much.
yeah.
the
Yeah.
bags are throwing me off though. Like, are the
Yeah.
bags are part of it?
All right, I'm
Okay,
gonna
we-
say
yes.
she has a holding charge for her boyfriend of narcotics.
I would say she hit someone with her car.
Ooh, it's fun. It's nice. It's different.
Okay.
While on drugs.
While on drugs.
Wow. Okay.
Is that DWI? Under the influence or while intoxicated? I can't ever remember which one's which.
DWI is drunk. DUI is.
Anything
Drugs.
else? Okay. Yeah, that makes under the influence.
I mean, but sometimes I think everyone just says DUI now.
Yeah,
I hear
it make-
DUI getting tossed around on like way more than DWI.
Getting Dewey. Now they've made it a TikTok trend. Like, oh, I got a Dewey. Like, oh, Jesus Christ, why are we?
Yeah,
why is
don't
this
make
something-
it cute.
Yeah, it's not a hashtag
That's
now.
like when
shithead.
people say suicide, they say suey. It's like it's
Oh,
not
They
cute.
say suey.
Who the fuck says
Why
that?
y'all trying to make a riddle out of it?
I've never heard that.
You haven't
That's-
heard that? The
I've
old
heard it.
suey?
No.
I've never heard it used for actual suicide, but I've heard it used for like drills in sports that are called suicides, like ripping sueys, aka every 5 yards you do like an up down and then keep running.
Yeah, that might be where it came from. People started like, oh, we could call it suicide suey.
Who do you follow?
Yeah, what is your algorithm? That's fucking crazy.
Maybe I've only heard like one person do it.
Yeah.
I kind of do it now though because of that one person. So
It's a funny thing. When you said it, I chuckled a little.
yeah,
I'm definitely gonna steal
it
that
does.
from you.
It does brighten the mood.
I'm definitely gonna accidentally mask it, and then the next time I see you, I'm gonna start saying Suey at least around
yeah,
you. And Diego and Blake.
I'm glad I could be a trendsetter.
Yeah, you've accidentally changed my lexicon forever. It's impressive. I'm gonna say Suey by the end of the episode, unironically.
I think. I don't know, man. She's got a straw jawline, so I feel like she's gonna. It's something to do with domestic stuff, I think.
Okay, you're running with domestic violence.
Maybe we should just guess her horoscope.
She looks like an Aries.
Oh, no.
No, what is
Yeah,
she?
maybe.
Aries?
No.
Aquarius.
Pisces.
I'm
Aquarius.
gonna throw it down and say she's one of mine, and she's a Leo. She's a hardcore fire sign.
Do you have her signs?
It depends what she did. We have to find out what she did.
Well, the
before we
red
can tell.
background is a fire sign, so it's
I don't even have a real name.
okay.
Oh, so we don't know what she did? We're not gonna.
We know what she did, right,
Oh, okay.
Blake?
Oh.
Okay, conspiracy to distribute and possess controlled substances was operating a drug trafficking ring from Mexico to the Midwest.
Damn.
Wow.
So what was she? What is
Whoa,
that?
She's kind of a bad.
She's
bitch.
a drug
That's
coyote.
awesome.
She's a drug mule.
Yeah.
What was she? What was the substance that?
It looks like meth.
Damn.
Coming that it's from Mexico.
Cocaine.
Yeah, cocaine or heroin probably.
Damn, that's probably a
And
fat
and
ass charge.
she doesn't look like that messed up. So if she's doing the product, I think cocaine makes the most sense. Because if it was something else, she'd probably look way worse.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
You can still look kind of good.
That
Doing
and this is one of
cocaine.
those things where she has a high bail, but somewhere in the organization someone's gonna pay it off, and she'll be back
As
out.
long as she don't snitch.
Yeah, she's someone's niece.
Oh, love the
shit.
bangs.
Jamie Jakes Jr.
Oh.
She's
Oh,
she's
wow.
Hispanic, Blake. What
Hi, me.
I told you I had a couple tequilas while I was making this.
Also, can
do you actually not see color? Like, that's impressive, buddy?
I don't remember making it.
do women go as junior as well? What do they call it when
Yeah.
the
No.
You ever seen Brokeback?
Do they?
no?
All right, Blake.
Yeah, his daughter's name was Elma Jr.
Okay,
Yeah.
so women can go by junior as well.
I've seen it
in
before, but
Brokeback.
it's very rarely.
Okay.
However, I think it's a bigger thing in Asian cultures.
Mm.
I
Yeah, but they
think-
just do last names, no? Or wait, what am I talking about?
well, they do last names first. Like Ichiro Suzuki, his the back of his jersey always said Ichiro, which is his first name. So I think they just say it surname then legal name. I don't know. I think
I
I'm
believe you.
Yeah, I'm just talking a lot of bullshit. I'm fluffing. I don't actually
I wish
know.
Brian was here. He'd
I-
explain
yeah.
it horribly.
She definitely didn't do anything that bad.
You
No,
don't think so?
she's a party girl, I think.
Yeah, she probably just got pulled over, like, or was public intoxication.
100%. It's what's that called? I don't know what the charge is called when you're being
Public indecency.
public indecency.
That's usually when you're like
Indecent
jerking
exposure.
off in public. Though. I
Indecent
don't think
exposure,
she's
like-
too pretty for that.
No, I think she was being.
She did something funny or
She was
kinda
being
bad
lit as fuck.
bitchy.
Yeah, this
She
was
was
at a
lit.
bar.
But she definitely got those bangs and changed. That's for sure. She
Yeah.
got those bangs right before this picture was taken.
Yeah, they look great.
She thought the bangs were gonna make her invincible.
Go with jerking off in public. That's a good one.
You nailed it, Blake. Good job, buddy.
Nah, she didn't do that. Maybe she had sex
Her
with someone
father,
in
though,
public.
Jamie Jakes, he would do that. So.
Yeah, I'd be just stroking it, walking down the street like Randy Marsh. No, she did. She might have fought someone at the bar, Blake. I think that's what she did.
Yeah, I could
don't-
see her fighting someone in the bar.
Diego, you gave yours. It was indecent. Not
No,
indecent
I
exposure.
think she was being public a nuisance to the. What is that called?
Public
Oh.
intoxication.
Something.
Disturbing the peace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. I think she was being loud as fuck. She probably resisted arrest too. Probably threw a charge on there.
She had like 18 different chances to not get arrested.
Yeah.
And then she just kept drunk
I
saying
could see
everything.
that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or her car flipped over in someone's yard.
Oh my God.
That was very specific.
Yeah.
Do you know her?
Is that Kirstie?
Could you
Is that-
imagine?
Yeah, that's my girl.
Yeah.
Ariel.
Car flipped over in someone's front yard. Wow.
Went from masturbating in public to car flipping over.
I mean, it could be anything. She's so pretty though. She's beautiful.
She's got nice cheeks.
Are these all women too?
think-
it's shoddies.
I think so because it's also easier to find mugshots of women for some
It's
reason.
very hard to
Yeah.
find
Really?
the men one.
We did it
That's
on the
interesting.
all-girl episode with Brooke and Kinsey, and Blake said he had a tough time finding 4 or 5 dudes.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was. But what did she do, Blake? What has she done? 2 counts of domestic violence, criminal threatening with a deadly
Holy
weapon.
shit.
4 counts of domestic violence, simple assault. 2 counts of criminal mischief, allegedly held a firearm to her husband's forehead, threatening his life, striking him multiple times, and breaking items in the blank.
So not jerking off in public.
No,
He
those look-
probably deserved it.
From the counts, like
He was probably
Look at
jerking off
her.
in public.
Yeah,
8 different
they had
counts.
it coming.
La Toxica.
They had it coming.
They're passionate people, the Hispanic people. Yeah.
Dang, she ain't even
I
mad.
see it
She's
now.
not
No,
even
look at her.
sorry.
She's smiling, dude.
Yeah, she needs to. They need to make a movie about her.
Maybe that's why I called it Jamie
Okay.
Jakes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
before-
man, eyeliner on point.
Before
Yeah.
we go to this, have y'all seen the video that circulated about the lady that got drunk and locked her husband in a suitcase?
I have. I saw that whole thing.
I watched that today
Yeah.
too. I'm in a weird TikTok feed, but
Dude, I'm going through a phase right now. I'm just watching like body cam footage.
Love
of-
it. I love body
It
cam
pisses
footage.
me off so bad.
because they always show like shitty teenagers from the cop, they don't want to show any of the bad ones on TikTok. I'm like, I want to see bad cops.
Dude,
Like, I want to see them
I
get
go to
tried.
YouTube watching like 3-hour-long videos of like shitty cops, and it does nothing but make me mad, and it's not good for my health. doing
Talk
that.
about Jamie Jakes Jr. I've sat on his couch just after a stream, and
Jamie
that's
Jakes Jr.
Yes.
Did she pull a gun on you, or
No. He like as soon as a stream is over, he immediately turns on those footage like pieces. Like he'll watch body cam footage all day long. Him and Natalie, his fiance, they love it.
yeah?
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I do love her
Okay.
hair. Her hair is great.
She's already in the suit, so
That's a good
I
point.
feel like
She's
that.
already into
And
something.
she's got her jewelry's out.
So the first thing I saw is she looks like she's got deviated septums, like she does coke.
Probably. She definitely doesn't say no to it.
But yet,
I don't
she's
think
still
she's selling it, but she ain't gonna turn down some coke. That's for sure.
she's still in her
She's
like
so
early stages of
fucking
coke.
pretty.
Yeah. Like you find some good ladies.
Can we get some ugly bitches in here?
Yeah.
I mean, she probably hit somebody. She did. She probably killed. I feel like she killed somebody.
She killed somebody. You think?
Maybe on accident, but I think she did. Kill
You know,
somebody.
I think she.
accidentally on purpose.
I think she did.
On accident, but she was being an idiot.
I think manslaughter.
Criminally negligent or
I
Well,
think.
yeah.
Once upon a time in Hollywood, Brad Pitt kills his wife. Like one of those.
He doesn't see
Yeah.
movies, Blake.
It's fine, dude. I'm not gonna
I
watch
saw
it
that
anyway.
movie once. I
Yes.
don't really remember, but yeah, something like that.
Why don't you want to watch Once Upon a Time?
It's not that I
in
don't
Hollywood?
want to watch. I just don't watch movies.
I'm gonna sit down and force you to watch movies. with
And
me.
I'll enjoy that with you.
Can we wear matching PJs, onesies?
We can if you buy me one.
Okay, I can do that.
Let's do that.
You already have one though, don't you, from Halloween?
Yeah, but we gotta be matching though. That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing.
I'll buy one that matches yours.
He's got a Teletubby one.
That's adorable. What
I do.
color?
I do. Can I send you a picture? And you can put it right here. Can I do that?
Dude, I'll put it up on the wall.
Okay.
Can
Okay.
can I frame a picture of you as a Teletubby?
Of
and put it on
course,
the
yeah,
wall?
I'll-
Yes.
I'll send you the photos. Yeah.
That's it. Oh, we've got so many more pieces of art to put up now.
Okay.
I'm so happy.
This place just keeps on getting better and better.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go simple and say she was in possession of narcotics, coke, or maybe pills.
I don't think so. I'm seeing it. I think it was. She was driving while intoxicated and manslaughter. I think she killed somebody.
I agree.
Oh.
I think that plus they found lots of cocaine in her car.
Oh, so this is just a common. We're all three right,
Yeah.
maybe. Let's see.
There
what
were
happens.
drugs involved.
Yeah. Domestic
Oh.
violence.
Oh, that's it?
Okay, so there's probably still drugs involved.
Probably.
Damn.
She's just in a coke rage and just swinging arms at her boyfriend like a tornado, just fucking both arms going
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, this
Oh,
girl.
shit.
She's kind of scary looking.
Yeah, no, she's guilty.
Yeah,
I don't
whatever
give a
she
fuck
did.
what she got charged with. She did
Yeah, look at her ears.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got really not to shit on her, but she's got really big ears to be accentuating them too.
Well, I'm not trying to comment too much on a woman's body, but she looks like she got some work done, but she didn't
She
get her
definitely
ears.
did.
She's
She
got
didn't get
filler in
ears
her
did?
lips.
Well, she
Yeah.
could have left her hair in front of her ears. I don't know why they made
Can
it.
Yeah.
you get
They
your
said we
ears
don't
done?
want this mugshot to come out
no,
good.
This lady's a bitch.
They're
It's got to
like,
be a
"Can
bad
you tuck your hair
mugshot.
behind your ears, please?" And she's like, "Fuck."
We need to see your ears.
How did you know?
Yeah, because it probably would have been a really good photo if she left her hair hanging in front of her.
She looks
ears.
like, is it Angela Jolie? Angelina
No,
Jolie?
she doesn't. Don't go.
She's just
Do
got-
not.
She
Do
tried.
You
not.
got really defensive.
'Cause Angelina Jolie is beautiful and she's cool looking, her, but she's no Angelina Jolie.
She walked into the doctor's office saying Angelina Jolie.
That's what she
and that's what she
wanted.
got. In
That's
lips.
what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
I-
She
like-
wanted the lips like hers, but that's about all she got.
Yeah, she's got her laugh lines too, but I don't know if they can just implant lines in your face.
The plastic
no.
surgery doc was like, "There's nothing I can do about these fucking
Yeah.
ears."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we do with dogs. They like clip dogs' ears. Can we clip people's ears? Can we?
There's got to be a way. Like, I mean, only the inside of your ear is beneficial. Vincent Van Gogh cut his ear off.
Yeah, you don't even need the outside of your ear. It's just
kind of to hear better.
you just
but,
need the hole.
yeah, if I can just hear a little.
No, yeah, I think yeah.
She needs to cut her ears. Dingbat District is starting a campaign. GoFundMe. Shrink her
Whitney's
ears.
ears cut.
I think she's in there for bestiality.
What the fuck? Well, hang on. Well, which animal do you think?
A horse.
A horse. Okay, the
See.
classic one.
Nah, she can't handle a horse.
No, she was making fun of elephants. She felt bad about her ears, so she was projecting on the elephants, making fun of their ears.
Yeah, she was
Wow.
at the zoo. She climbed the gate. She went on the other side.
It's trespassing.
She did. She went there.
And fucked an elephant.
And
She
fucked an
tried.
elephant. She tried to.
I feel like she did some crazy shit. I think she's like
Yeah.
stalking and trespassing.
Oh,
I think-
stalking. That's good.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I
she's
think it's
got
one of
crazy
those.
eyes. She
I was just
stalked.
about to say, her eyes are wide open. There's no squinting to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, stalking's a lot crazier than trying to fuck an elephant.
It looks like she's in the middle of saying "mm-hmm" in the middle of it. Like
Yeah.
she's happy with what she did.
She was stalking someone. Yes, I think.
I think you're
that's a
right,
good
Diego.
one.
All right, what'd she do? Turns out she fucked an elephant after all. Driving on a suspended license, speeding, possession of marijuana, possession and or use of drug paraphernalia, driving without registration, and failure to comply.
Dude,
That's
we
high
suck.
school.
Yeah, that's.
Why is she in prison for that? oh
Oh, shit.
gosh.
Was she a public teacher? Or
She's
something?
already in the jump. She fucked a student. That's
Well, lucky kid.
yeah. She definitely.
The
she's-
cheekbone, she's got cute, like Skittle-sized dimples. I just want to leave a Skittle in there at all times, just for
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what
D
happened.
nice.
Look at her hair. Her hair is so well dressed. Like she's dressed. It looks like a school teacher photo.
Yeah.
It looks like she charmed up the security lady before the photo. Like, can I at least like fix my hair a little bit? I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and look at those. Oh man,
Yeah,
but
no
those
strays.
stripes. That's so white trash. The
Mhm.
streaks.
I
but-
mean, Kirstie.
This is probably 2007. So it was cool back then. I mean, yeah, my hair is kind of like that. huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, your hair. That almost looks like exactly your hair.
I have money pieces though. That's not as white trash. It's like the streaks all around.
Just projecting the whole thing.
Nah, she
She
was in
definitely complains about stuff at restaurants, but that's what makes her a teacher.
She looks oddly happy.
I think
porn. Maybe the Botox?
Maybe.
I don't know. She does.
she got pretty good Botox. Like it's
If she did any.
Better
she
than
looks
the other girl. I
she
think.
looks good, but she's kind of scary. 'Cause
She's got better blephs than I do, unless that's just she's
But
covered in makeup
You can
still.
always see it in the eyes, though. You can always see the crazy in the eyes.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of drugs there though. I think
No.
it's the teacher thing. She
See-
might have been a gym teacher or a counselor.
I feel
see
like they
like
walked in.
Counselor.
Ooh, yeah. Counselor makes sense. I feel like they walked in on her at an Airbnb shooting porn. And there's like,
Oh.
just
I don't
Are you
think
not
that's
allowed to do
Yeah, I don't
that?
think that's a crime.
You're renting the place.
I think there's something in the thing like no sexual misuse of
Yeah,
this
that's
person's
not
property.
a crime. That's more of a lawsuit.
You can't fuck in the Airbnb.
Well, you can.
You can't film it and like use it for monetization.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm pretty
Because
sure
they used to
you
do
can
that with
fuck in
hotel
an
rooms, and then
Airbnb.
that became like super illegal.
okay. I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
No.
All right, Blake. Drum roll. Theft.
Theft.
Owner of a cleaning company allegedly stole small concealable items from clients like jewelry and cash.
Man, we were way off.
Wow, she's
I
that-
really thought the teacher thing. That sucks. That's so lame.
She should have just gone to like one film meeting or something. She could have been like an extra in something. She didn't have to be a
An
cleaning lady.
extra.
She's so pretty. Like I would have never. Could you
A
imagine?
principal extra, meaning she got like one screen moment.
That's the one screen moment, and then
This
she
is your
would have just
10
taken
minutes.
off.
Yeah.
But she, like, if that's who walked into my house to clean it after a pay, and was like, oh my god, you can have all of the money. Like, here's a 300% tip. Just please come cleaning my house. She was so pretty.
Yeah. Why women don't know how to clean a house?
That is also weird.
When have you ever seen a white cleaning lady?
We had one for a half a second, and then my mom fired her and hired the old janitor from my elementary school.
Wow.
because she got fired.
What'd she get fired for?
Being illegal.
Oh.
Yeah. But Miss Maria stayed around in our house. She was
Hell
the
yeah,
bomb,
Miss
dude.
Maria.
She would actually leave like chocolate mints on my pillow, and I was the only one.
Oh, that's sweet.
I wanted to get down with my janitor who was 40 years older than I was, but
Wow.
she was a nice lady.
Yeah, she's trying to groom you, I think.
I'll take it. I need a little grooming. I'm too scruffy to not be groomed. It's one of those things where if a guy gets groomed and it's a girl, I don't think anyone cares. It's like that old South Park clip where they're just like, nice. Good
They-
job.
Well, that's what we think, but they do. I mean, women get in trouble for grooming young kids all the time.
I see. The only time I ever see like women get in trouble is when it's a teacher and a student.
Yeah.
That's true.
But you know that student was high fiving everybody. I'm just kidding.
He was the
That's
coolest kid
that is
in the
like
world.
that's kind of the problem though.
Well, that's probably how the
Yeah.
lady got caught is because he was like flexing to
Oh,
his
yeah.
friends. And then
A 14-year-old's not going to keep his mouth shut? No, he's going to tell every single person. You're like, oh, yeah, here's a picture.
I see a lot of like TikToks like that where it's like people making fun of like the pick me teacher. Like the teacher that's like hitting on all the students and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Like I remember that. Like I had a teacher like that. I was
Really?
like, damn. Like the one that just clearly like wants all the boy students to like her, think she's
Yeah.
cool.
She wasn't cool when she was a student, so now she's got to be
Yeah.
cool as the teacher.
Yeah.
my geometry teacher was arrested for enticing sex from a minor.
Really?
Yeah, he was trying to f one of his students.
Jesus. So we had a sub that had
That's
something.
trigonometry.
Well, dude, that was the whole thing. Like,
yeah, we got a pun.
Pun queen, baby.
well, that,
Blake,
that
can you Photoshop a crown on her head? A tiara.
Just hold still for a second.
there you go, perfect.
Mugshot.
Oh, God, I'm stuck.
What did she do? But that was the whole thing because he was geometry teacher. The rest of the year, people were just making fun of it. Like, and you know what his name? It was Mr. Harden.
Oh,
That was his name.
That's not
Oh,
unfortunate, but if
no.
it just lined up
That's just
perfectly.
irony.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
irony.
God does have a sense of humor.
Yeah, Twitter was crazy. They just they're like, find the God damn it,
Pythagorean theorem.
the
Solve.
I ruined the momentum. What was it called?
Like, this is where your editing powers come into play.
yeah. Find the
Root.
the
X.
area. What is the area?
the area.
There's circumference.
Circumference.
Find the
Volume.
whatever. Find the area of your cell or something like that. Whatever. Yeah. It was worth it.
PEMDAS.
Yeah,
I
PEMDAS.
don't know. It's been too long.
We had a sub that we got fired for our class. He was an algebra sub, and he came in like 2 or 3 times, and everyone's like, this guy sucks. This guy is weird. And then he was in there the last day on his tenure. A girl was grabbing her book bag off the ground, so she was bent over at the moment. And he walked up in front of the whole class, like none of us were looking directly at him, and like dry humped the back of her and turned to the dude and like,
Oh my god.
Oh my.
and all of us are like, whoa, let's go back to algebra. Holy what just happened? Like, I remember half the class got up and like, I think we have to tell someone now. Like, just walked, imagining 8th graders with like their hands on their heads, like, Jesus.
Oh my god, it was middle school too, like even younger.
Like even y'all were like, oh, we gotta tell some more about it.
That was fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know it's bad when 8th graders are like, oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
Not a single, it was drop dead silent. Like, really? Like, fucking not one
That's
made a joke
so-
even. Like, all of us were just like, oh my God.
Yeah. Save it for high school, bro.
Yeah, there's just got to be a
kidding.
lot more back on specifically like subs, like even less backgrounds on teachers. I want all the background checks on the subs. Who's coming in to do that for almost no money in comparison to teachers?
Well, do subs need the same qualifications as a teacher?
Depends on the school district.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
you don't got no
Oh,
shit.
really?
Yeah. If
Well,
it's like a private school, yeah, it does matter.
I mean, we work with someone that subs. So
Yeah,
I think it's pretty easy to just become sub. I mean, you saw School of Rock, yeah.
you
No,
just
I
gotta lie
didn't.
once.
you didn't see
didn't.
School Rock?
No, I didn't.
Damn,
oh my
dude.
gosh, you haven't seen.
I haven't seen anything. If you name a movie, I haven't seen it.
Okay, so you've seen School of Rock. Have you seen Tenacious D's Pick a Destiny?
I saw it a long time ago, but it's been a while since I've seen it.
Fair. It
It's
was
been a
one of
while.
my. Is that what's up?
Oh shit! Wow.
Oh, that just worked out. What timing? No, but the other day I was hanging out with my girlfriend, and she was trying to, for the first time, to pick a movie. And after like 20 minutes of building up, she's like, "You're gonna love it." She put on Chicago, and after like 15 minutes, I was just sincerely like, "Can we please watch anything else? I'm trying to be supportive and watch what you wanted to put on, but never in a million years will I watch a musical." And like, "You just hate all musicals." And I said, "Well, Jack Black wrote one," and I put it on, and she was fuming until there were a couple dick jokes, and then she was happy. But I'm trash. Like the only musical I could ever watch is Jack Black and heavy metal.
Yeah, I feel you though. I'm not a musical person either. I can kind of get into them if I'm watching them, but I don't want to hear the music any other time outside of watching the movie. Like I can't stand people that put on musical
Mamma Mia
songs
soundtracks.
like out.
Yeah.
Like when you're in the car and stuff. I'm like, no.
It's musical.
It's not real.
Is,
It's not real music to me. It's just like it's movie. It's like Broadway music. You
Yeah,
know?
it's dialogue at this point. That'd be like
Yeah.
putting on the dialogue from Iron Man being a rich philanthropist billionaire. Like just if you just randomly listen to that, I don't know.
I don't know,
because-
man. That's pretty badass. At the end, when he's like, "I am Iron Man." That's iconic.
What are you listening to? Like an audiobook? And you're like, no, it's Iron Man from 2007.
Yeah, and then Iron Man plays the song. Oh my god.
He sings in that movie.
No.
No.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
You didn't
See,
what?
I don't watch superhero movies.
I
fair
only
enough.
watch superhero movies. That's
Same here.
the difference.
Speaking of only watching superhero movies, did you ever watch the superhero movie or teenage superhero
Oh.
movie
Oh, Drake Bell.
with Drake Bell in it?
No, yeah, superhero movie.
Like
yeah, he was
movie,
the.
like epic movie or scary movie,
Yeah.
like one of those. I didn't.
It was
see
one of those spoofs.
I didn't see it, but man, one of those that's underrated is Not Another Teen Movie. I love that movie.
That movie was so fucking fun.
It's so funny.
That's like the one I didn't get to watch because like we would like go to Blockbuster, and
yeah.
I think the cover was like a cheerleader
With her butt.
with her
hanging out.
butt hanging out, and
Mhm.
my mom was like the only one. my
Margot
mom-
Robbie's twin, actually. That girl looks just like Margot Robbie.
Oh, I thought you were like
Jamie.
Jamie Presley.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
But I think it's only funny if you get the references, which you wouldn't because you haven't seen any of those movies.
No.
I bet. But I think it could still be funny if you don't get the references, but it's definitely way funnier if you get the references.
Oh yeah. It was fun just because it was basically miscongeniality, just a very stereotypical like meets a lady who wears scrunchies and glasses and all this, and she's a good student, and just making her into basically grooming her into the hot slutty cheerleader, and then it turns into be a feel good because she goes back to being a nerd.
Yeah, but
And-
it's saying not another like teen movie like that because they're making fun of that kind of a movie.
Yeah, no, it sounds it sounds great.
It's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
funny. The opening scene is her trying to like masturbate, and her whole entire family comes into the room to tell her happy birthday, and her vibrator is like, it's
Just
like,
going wild.
It's like going crazy, and then they like pretty much all see what she's doing. That's like the opening scene.
God, dude.
I remember the first time I saw it, I was watching it. It came on TV with my parents, and that was the opening scene. I was like, all right, well, I'm going to go watch anything else.
That's like the only time it's like kind of awkward though. After that, it's just funny. I mean, well, it gets awkward because they're making fun of this movie called Cruel Intentions, where this girl wants to like fuck her stepbrother basically, and they're making fun of that movie. And in the movie, it's kind of like subtle and it's like a drama, so it's you don't really think about what it's really about. But then in Not Another Teen Movie, they like have her full on like the girl that they're making fun of. She's like. It's so funny. You just gotta see it.
We're going to give you a full list, a rundown of all the movies you need to watch, and you have
Dude.
to watch them and
Yes.
report back.
And you need to watch School of Rock first.
Yeah.
I probably should start making a list.
You
of
really, like,
movies.
so what do you do if you're not watching movies? Because, like,
Dude,
that
I don't
was-
know where. So the
Yeah, with
Now-
Pornhub being canceled.
I know I have so much free time now. I don't know what to do.
You just sit there thinking about Pornhub being gone. and
I
what it was
do. I
like.
reminisce. It's
You never
No.
think about what you got while you still have it.
embrace the present.
Yeah.
you know.
You should just watch a new movie every night instead of a show. Like
I
sometimes
tried.
when I quit a show, like when I finish a show, I just do movies for a while.
Well,
Yeah.
I tried movies. So like I started off with some A24 films, which I really like. Like
Yeah, they're all good.
I watched X, which I thought was all right. I liked it, and then I watched Pearl.
Oh,
Fucking loved Pearl.
oh man, that
Pearl was
crazy.
incredible.
I need to go back and watch those. I don't even know A24.
Yeah, it's really good. They
The production company.
Blake, will you pull up A24 so I can see what all they did?
yeah they did.
Uncut Gems was like one of the first like.
Oh, was that A24?
Yeah,
still need
it
to
was
go
like
watch that.
one of the first popular A24 movies that came out.
Oh, really? So this is like a brand new company? Because
Yeah,
Uncut Gems was something like 2018.
it's kind of new.
Yeah,
Okay.
2019.
I think the oldest movie is probably.
They're
Uncut
so
Gems.
good.
Uncut
Spring Breakers
Gems.
was like one of the first big ones.
Is Roman Coppola, is that Francis Ford Coppola's daughter? I know
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I think it's her.
Sophia Coppola is
yeah.
related to.
Okay.
No, it's
yeah.
it's Sophia Gia Coppola, and then I think Roman Coppola is his son.
Oh, okay. Okay. I should have known by
Yeah,
Roman.
Sophia Coppola, right there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I watched Hereditary.
Yeah.
Which that shit's actually scary. Like the ending is
Is it a thriller or is it like horror?
It's scary.
Okay.
it's like they don't show shit until the end.
Right.
It's like such a build up, and I think the ending it's fucked up.
You should
It's
you should watch this.
Ex Machina. Yeah, that movie's good.
I did watch
Yeah.
that. I watched Ex Machina. I watched
Okay.
that where the guy has the robots.
Oh yeah, that was good.
I watched that one.
I didn't realize Ex Machina was from 2015. Did they remake it?
No,
What? That's such
I
a...
think A24 was maybe a different name,
Company,
and then
okay.
that company changed to A24. So all those movies are kind of considered A24.
I just feel like I've heard someone reference Ex Machina like from 90s sitcoms and stuff like that. I guess I thought it was way older.
They might have remade it.
The disaster.
or
Artist.
maybe-
yeah, it's a great one.
I didn't see that one.
Oh,
You
James
didn't
Franco's
see-
the director?
This was like the last movie he did before he got canceled. He should have won an Oscar for this movie.
Did you see The Room, Kirstie?
The Room.
The
The
worst
Room?
movie ever.
Oh my god. You
What
have to watch that.
what's it about?
I don't even fucking know what
It's not about
It's
anything.
not about anything. It's this guy Tommy Wiseau. He made the movie called The Room, and it's such a shitty movie. It's so shitty. It's entertaining.
That's one of those to get into if you'd like that kind of realm of movies. Terror Planet, which is
I haven't seen it. I've seen it, but I haven't seen it. I
right.
haven't
Okay.
watched it.
So it's Tarantino's kind of worst product. I think it's still not under his 10 movie list.
Yeah.
It's who
What's it called again? 4 Rooms.
Terror Planet.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
The other one was
who is that
The
with?
Room.
Something
Robert
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez,
Yeah.
guy that did Spy Kids
Oh, yeah.
and
Sin City, right?
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah. So Terror Planet's basically kind of an ironic spoof off of like old school zombie movies. Like at some point, some chick loses her leg, and then instead of getting a fake leg, she gets a gun put in there instead. So she just roundhouse kicks people with bullets. It's a pretty fun movie.
Grindhouse.
Grindhouse. That's what it is.
Movie.
yeah, it was like a Grindhouse double feature. Robert Rodriguez did that movie, and then Tarantino did Death Proof.
Oh yeah, and Death Proof is
Yeah.
fun and bad at the same time. Who's the main character in this, Blake? I feel like I've seen him
Is
before.
it not the girl?
Oh wow, yeah, that does seem.
Well, she's up.
Is that Megan Fox?
No, I don't think
Who's
so.
that?
No, what is her name?
It does look like Megan Fox though.
Yeah, it was.
Rose McGowan.
Oh
yeah.
my god, I love her.
Rose
She's in
McGowan.
Scream.
Yeah, I also feel like she was huge with.
She was with Marilyn Manson for a while.
Really?
They were married.
She was,
Was
one
she
of the
like the one that came out?
No.
One of them.
Wow.
and she was the one that blew or was the Me Too for Harvey Weinstein as well.
What the fuck?
Oh, Alyssa
really?
Milano was that. I think you're thinking of. She might have been with
I
it
think
too.
she was
But
what? Yeah,
Alyssa Milano was like they were both in Charmed. Did you ever watch that?
yeah.
I remember it vaguely.
So
Yeah.
Alyssa Milano was the one that I think started the Me Too movement.
Wow. She looks a lot like Susan Sarandon.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, Marilyn Manson.
Wow. That's crazy. I had no idea she was with Manson.
Mm-hmm. Crazy, right?
That was such a fun one too to have that be a kind of like a side plot theme to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Well, that was Charles Manson, no?
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I get him confused.
But Marilyn Manson's name came from a combo of Marilyn Monroe and Charles Manson.
Yeah, that's not his
Oh.
name.
No, yeah, his name is like Brian something. My mom was obsessed with Marilyn Manson.
Brian Warner.
Brian Warner, yeah.
Oh my god. It's so weird when
Ew,
emos,
he looks so bad in that photo.
when they
Years of-
get
years
older.
of drugs.
Well, years of drugs, that's just a given.
Yeah, he's kind of I saw him live with my mom because she like loved him.
Really?
It's a great mom-daughter bonding experience.
When was was that like one of your
actually.
first concerts?
No, my first concert was Destiny's Child with my dad.
That's kind of badass.
That's
It
kinda
was
cool.
pretty badass. I wish I remembered more of it. I was like 5.
Okay.
See, so that's a reoccurring question we bring up on the podcast because I always feel like it's interesting. Like the first one that I got dragged to was Kiss and Def Leppard when I was like
that's
10.
cool.
And you instantly learn that everyone's right in that their music sucks, but if you go to a show, it's one of the coolest shows in the world. And then I'm trying to think, like, I got dragged to a lot when I was in college just because everyone needed a DD and stuff like that. And that was just the thing to do in Stephenville, and there was nothing else. But the first one I got to pick was Wu-Tang, Nas, and Busta Rhymes at
Oh, that sounds
whatever
sick.
Jexa is now. And it was maybe the coolest show I've ever gotten to see. But Diego, what was your first concert?
I've never been to an actual concert.
Really?
I've seen
I'm
like
not even surprised to hear him say that.
Yeah,
I know.
no, I've
Never
seen like
a movie.
He's never seen School of Rock, so
no, I've seen like live like different bands playing, but not like an actual like.
you
Oh,
haven't
okay.
been to like an
Concert,
arena
concert.
concert. Yeah.
No, I've like maybe like local stuff, but nothing like.
Is it something like
big
where
one.
if we all went to whatever Jexa is now and paid $20 for the lawn tickets, where there's room and not a whole bunch of people, would that be the kind of vibe you like more?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
like a lot of those I'm like thinking, oh, it's too loud.
It's too
and-
loud. I don't like
Mhm.
people's shoulders bumping up against
Yeah, it's like,
me.
what am I? Like, I'm not a dancer. I
I
don't
need
dance.
a
I don't do
chair.
drugs. Like,
I need a chair, and no matter how it ruins every person's opinion of me when I go to concerts with them, but I'm like, I'm gonna sit in the lawn and sit
Right.
down.
No, I feel you. I don't like standing around. And my sister and I, we went to see System of a Down at this music festival, and it was worth it. But we were trying to get real close, and it's a music festival, so there's no chairs.
Yeah.
So you can either be way in the back, and or you can try to get up close, but everybody's just standing and pushing and shoving, and
Especially
we ended up getting into where people were like moshing, and we were like, ah.
Oh, God.
And my glasses fell, and my sister was like, "You can't get your glasses. Like, you can't bend down to get your glasses.
Leave 'em.
You might actually die."
We gotta go.
But like it was that type of thing where like if you drop something, it's gone.
Yeah.
And like if your shoe's untied, you got to tell everyone around you, and they'll like make a
Go arm to
a
arm
hole
and
for
link
you
up.
to tie your shoe.
done
But
that.
and then if you want to get out, you have to crowd surf your way out of the crowd. You can't like
oh my god.
it gets that crazy. And that's the last time I went to a show like that. I was like, no, we're buying seats next
Yeah,
Yeah.
No,
time.
that sounds like a nightmare.
it is.
That sounds horrible.
It's a nightmare. I wouldn't do it again. I'm not doing it again.
you need to just go to like a festival like that just has a killer lineup, so you can say you've seen all these different bands.
I mean, I'd
Yeah.
rather do that because I love live music. It's just
Yeah.
cool to do that, but then you're gonna be pretty much way, way far away from the stage.
yeah, true.
So it's
Well, but all of the festivals now have the huge screens and the sound travels, so you can hear. It's one of those things where if you look at the stage, then you hear them, but if you stop paying attention, then you don't. And that's kind
Yeah.
of the night because you go for a festival. At least you're like, I'm gonna hate 3 people, so I get to talk to my friends then. And that was always fun if you didn't drink your shit into jail or go into the hospital like we all did at the festivals in Stephenville
Have you guys ever been arrested?
twice.
Twice, really? For what?
Well, 1.5.
Wait, can we
times.
guess? Can we guess what you were arrested for?
Actually, that's fun. No one's tried to guess.
Okay.
drunk something.
Yeah, the first one was drinking.
a bestiality.
No, I was the guy with the elephant. That's why I felt
he
so
tried
close to
to
home.
fuck an elephant.
Yeah. No, so the first one was drinking. I was 20, and I went down to celebrate my friend's 21st in College Station, and I pre-gamed thinking I would get carded at the bars, and then no one carded me.
Oh no.
And I was already a little tipsy, so I had the confidence to order 7 tequila sodas.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I drank those in 45 minutes. And then at the last bar we got to for the night, I was getting thrown out, and then I threatened the bartender. And then
How old were-
the bouncer.
How
the
old
bouncer.
were you?
I was 20.
Oh
Okay.
man.
And I just, from what I was told, I was saying that I felt bad that our group was getting kicked out of her 21st birthday celebration because of me. And I was like, fuck you, you fucking pussy. Kick me out. I'll walk back to her house. I'm not going to ruin theirs. He's like, oh, I'm a pussy. And then it just started jawing. And then apparently I got really angry. And then I woke up in a holding cell.
Oh man, you woke up in there like that's so crazy. Like you didn't even know how you got there when you woke up.
I don't remember the mugshot whatsoever. And you can see it in my eyes that I won't remember. Like, I'm just looking
Can we
through the
see it?
camera.
Yeah, do you have it somewhere?
It's somewhere. I might be able to send a picture
You
to
can
like-
usually Google 'em.
we've tried
What's
so
weird
many times.
is like he had a guy on, Josh Thorpe, and like he did like some kind of roast with him the night before, and Josh found his mugshot and put him on a T-shirt.
Really?
He
It was
wore his
so good.
T-shirt to the podcast.
That's fucking
and
hilarious.
I've been trying to find the fucking mugshot to put it on Mugshotties just as a joke.
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck he found that mugshot.
Yeah, so like I've gone through 8 different pages on Google looking for it.
Man, maybe just have your friend send a photo of the T-shirt to you.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
need to reach out to Josh.
Or he has the photo, so get him to send the photo to you.
Yeah, it's a different one.
That's hilarious, though.
Yeah, the
Have you
second
ever-
one.
Have you ever been arrested, Kirstie?
No, I
Not
almost
yet.
have, but I always got lucky. I really think I have a guardian angel.
Really?
So that's at least a stop
Oh
picture
my
of the shirt.
god, dude!
you?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Good choice wearing the hat.
yeah.
It's
Yeah, it was even worse then
really.
at that point because college was stressing me out, but
honestly,
it didn't
not-
get much better.
It's not a terrible photo, though. I mean,
That's because like as soon as you flatten out the T-shirt, you realize that like those aren't a bunch of lines because he's leaning over. Like my face looked deformed for whatever reason.
Probably 'cause
I'm-
you got
That's so funny.
smashed.
the mugshots
Yeah.
don't ever like capture, your best self.
And he
but
wore that at a roast.
it's not as
battle?
bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, he won before the first joke.
Yeah.
I saw the shirt. I'm like, well, fuck it.
No,
I
you
forgot
don't
all my
lose.
Yeah.
jokes.
You don't
That's
lose when you
genius.
do that.
How did
No.
he find that? Did you tell him about it, or
No, he
how did
listened to the
find it?
podcast of all things. I was like, oh man, I got a subscriber.
But
and
still,
it
how
ruined
did
my
he
life.
find it? And you can't even find it.
I don't know. Like, he spent some fucking time.
He's on a
with it.
mission.
Yeah, I think he might have gone through.
At least you had a facial hair at that time.
Yeah, thank Christ. Oh god, it was so bad. The mustache is pathetic. But hey, Blake, actually, type in my name and type in Brazos County. That's the College Station facility. You might be able to find it there.
You said
Yeah.
2 or 3 times.
2 times, and
Two times.
the second time is kind of a weird half because I didn't get put in a full set of cuffs.
How do you spell Brazos?
Brazos. I was, come to find out, a part of an illegal boxing league.
Fight Club? You're part of Fight Club?
Yeah,
Oh
Redneck
my
Fight Club.
God,
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That was still at the time that I was drinking too. When I took it, at least. Why are you not in pictures, Sugar Bear? What are you doing?
Come on, Sugar
Probably
Bear.
not gonna be in the fucking picture.
Oh, hey, that's just
Hey,
me.
look.
there's-
Hey, there you go.
Oh, and there's me on whatever the name of the podcast is now.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, there I am. I wish I had his hair. Are you kidding?
Oh, wait,
Whoa,
there he
what happened to
is.
that guy's face?
Fuck my mugshot. Oh my god.
What did he do?
He literally got stepped on. Someone like actually
How-
curbed him.
That's not real.
That can't
That
be
looks
real.
fake.
That
that's-
can't be real.
This looks like the aftermath of the slapboxing leagues.
Jesus Christ.
Oh
how
my
how do
God.
some people survive that kind of an injury?
And
Half
why?
of his head is gone.
Why do you look in the mirror and
I
say, you
think
know what?
that's
I'm gonna
real.
keep going.
No, that's real. Oh my god.
It's a legit website.
Wow.
And
like-
that he must have did something real bad because that definitely happened in prison.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Blake,
it
can you
says he
scroll
got
down?
shot.
That's
Yeah.
what a bullet does?
Mugshot of
Bullshit.
Man who shot officers.
Well, like if
Was it a sawed off?
well,
What
if they,
happened?
They have to like probably reconstruct his skull and shit.
Yeah,
Well,
how do you survive that?
oh no.
He's missing like half his brain. Well, he probably already was, but he's
Yeah.
He looks like that's what happens like if you don't put the helmet on a baby. That's what that looks like.
Yeah.
Like
oh,
he just
yeah.
oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
So we've got a video. Blake, when we go to we might not want to put this one on YouTube.
Yeah, maybe not that one.
Yeah.
We'll pixelate it or not even put it on or whatever. But what just happened is you see him get out of the back of the ambulance going into the hospital. You don't see anything, but there is a little bit of blood on his face. And he's got a cool ass like Snake in Metal Gear Solid like bandage over the eye.
I was thinking Daredevil with the red.
Yeah.
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 That's so terrifying. I don't
He-
ever want my face to look like that.
No,
Just
you dared
kill
to do
me.
something.
I mean, they tried.
Yeah.
Getting shot in the head would suck, but
Yeah, you're
But-
nowhere, bud.
Looking ugly?
just kill me.
Yeah. Not like I don't know about y'all, but early on, me and my mom were very honest about things, and we both, like, I think I was 14. She turned to me like, hey, if I come back from a brain injury and I'm at 95%, pull it. I was like, all right, samesies. Good job, Mom. We solved that. No more having to write up a will in 20 years.
It seems like that's a common thing with people. Like everybody kind of says that when we have this kind of conversation. Like,
Right.
no one's ever
Oh.
like, oh no, keep me alive. Like, I think we should make that a law.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, no shit, you
I
found
found
it.
it.
Oh, my
Wow.
God.
Your middle name is McCord?
Yeah. Little C and the big C, but part Scottish a little.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's such a unique middle name. It sounds like a last name.
No, I could see you in like 20s.
Oh my gosh,
Scotland.
you kind of have a. Did you curl your mustache
Yeah.
at that time? Did you curl it? On the
No,
ends?
but at the time I didn't have a good like electric razor, so my
Oh.
only way of trimming it was when it was long enough for me to bite it like
Wow.
clear. I'd bite like the mustache hairs
Okay,
down.
I thought that you were Jamie Jakes Jr. for a
yeah.
second.
Yeah.
Here's another Paxton Bailey that got
Dude, he's
arrested there.
that's kin. We need to reach out to him, Blake. We need to get him on the
Yeah,
podcast.
get him on the podcast.
He's
I wish
in
we were-
Virginia though.
Man, that's crazy that there's hyperlinks and shit like that. That's a big zoomed in picture of my face.
Wow.
You think he's looking at yours like, hey? there's-
Yeah, if only they could meet.
When we look up at the moon,
yeah, it
does he
totally
think
looks
of
like
me?
your like left side of your mustache is like curled up.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah.
Oh, could it be because of the watermark?
Yeah, I
or-
think so.
Oh, maybe.
And
see-
it doesn't look like it's so much now.
I don't know about y'all, but this part of my face looks very different from the right side. Like I don't know if something actually happened and I got stomped out and they're swelling or not. But like it looks like there's a tumor on that side, maybe.
I really think it's just the fact that they don't want you to look good in your mugshot.
You're kind of dripped out though. I like the shirt.
Yeah, you got the flamingos.
Flamingos?
That was my go-to party shirt until I saw this mugshot. I'm
Yeah,
like,
until you
man,
got
I
And
look
now
like
it's
a fucking
triggering. You
queef.
threw that out. Yeah.
Do you still have that shirt?
I can't wear clothes that I got too fucked up in. Like, I have to throw them out.
It's like when you smell Fireball after the first time, you're like,
I'm like,
no.
all right, that was the phase.
Yeah, that was
That's
the
not
one
me
night of
anymore.
the phase. Yeah, I might still have that shirt somewhere. I had that one, and then I had another party shirt that was blue and had pineapples on it, and then a 45-year-old woman hit on me. I was like, oh, swingers, no. Oh, no.
I had to find out that pineapple means swinger the hard way too.
Yeah, I just like
oh.
pineapple.
I only heard about that from you. I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, yeah, like,
Because I was selling my shirts for a while with a pineapple on them, and people were like, that's like a swinger thing, right? I was like, no. That's something you could have brought to my attention,
Before
I made the
yesterday.
shirt.
Yeah, you got pineapple dead center,
Good
middle
thing
of
I
the
have
chest.
200 of these in my car.
just shot a special in one.
Yeah.
No, but like if you'll walk around every once in a while at this Walmart over here, I'll catch someone with an upside down pineapple in their cart, which means like, hey, come up to us. We're a swinger couple.
Damn, they got code?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wow.
that is what it means, yeah.
That or like people have pineapples around their front door, and if that like, yeah, these people are all just fucking.
I think I'm
around.
gonna go to HEB instead of a Walmart for that one.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good choice.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to Whole Foods, but they would know as soon as I walked in there that I'm not from there.
Yeah.
They just stop me at the door. Like, oh my god, Whole Foods has security.
They're actually very welcoming in Whole Foods. If you have yoga pants on.
Probably not me and Paxton.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
I got to get my man bun back if I want to go into Whole Foods
Mm.
or smell like patchouli oil.
I think y'all could go in
I
there.
don't think I
I
would
could
look good
go
in
in.
yoga
You got
pants.
you got the thick rim glasses.
Yeah,
They
that's
welcome
true.
that.
You do have somewhat Texas hipster vibes.
Yeah.
Only because of your glasses.
And
I
the
think
RFK.
Blake could. Paxton, I don't know. Maybe if you went in there with him, it'd be like he's showing you Whole Foods.
Until they hear me from an aisle go, what the fuck is flaxseed? And they're
I
like,
don't
he
know,
needs
though.
to go.
You're the type of person where it looks like if you told me you drink a beer first thing in the morning, I believe you. But if you told me you ran 6 miles every morning, I'd believe you. So I don't know. Like
I
I,
have
think
been-
you'd probably be
He
fine.
does both. Joke's on you.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't run. I don't run. No, I have been bed beer guy where I'd have 2 beers as a nightcap in bed. And then there was just times in college where I would buy beer before I'd buy packs of water. So we'd open the fridge and like, man, I literally only have beer to drink.
God damn. Bro.
Yeah. Yeah, it was weird. I accidentally became bulimic in college and accidentally just had an anorexia because I just only drank beer, really.
Dude, I think men just
Dang.
live like that because I go to Theban's house every week. For the longest time, they're just now buying water. For the longest time, I swear to God, they only had alcohol in their.
They're like, guys, have you heard of this? Water.
I felt like
This
such a
tastes
sellout
like
when I bought a
shit.
Brita water filter.
Well, like I'd have to bring my own water because they don't have anything there.
Yeah.
They don't have any water. They have
I had to learn
Nothing.
that the hard way when I went for Brian's birthday. I
Yeah,
was like,
dude.
there's no water.
That's fucking crazy.
I guess I'll go out to my car and get my fucking canteen
Yeah.
that I bring everywhere, but don't, I have it in my car always, but I don't bring it inside because I will leave it.
I'm not any better. I just don't buy water until the day before a podcast.
I'm glad you had something, but I had my canteen if I had to go back and
Well,
grab
the
it.
producer bought that. So.
Yeah, the producer did.
Oh, they're really tasty.
Thank you for that one, Blake, because I did
Yeah.
forget to buy water yesterday.
It was on sale at Ross.
I
of all
appreciate it.
places.
And it looks
Ross.
cool. Liquid Death.
That
Are y'all
would be-
sponsored?
I would love to get that, because if I could just actually get rid of the Brita filter, because every time I go to grab that, I feel like such less of a man.
Yeah.
Just the Brita filter that stays in my fridge.
I hate refilling it.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
worst part.
And you get you get 3 cups of water out of it, and then you have to refill it because it's empty.
Yeah.
I'm a bottle guy. I'm sure it's way fucking
sometimes-
worse for the environment, though.
Sometimes I'll bring home a bottle of water from work and just one. Okay, I'm not stealing the water,
Okay.
but I'll bring it home and I'll dump it into my reusable water.
It's double filtered.
Yeah. So
gonna
What
be
the
super-
fuck?
well, the reusable water keeps it cold.
Well, the thing I need is I need to be able to reseal it.
I do like that.
That's the thing for me, because
I'm
like
a clumsy person.
I fucking hate cans. I hate cups. I hate all that shit. I need a lid or a cap.
Okay.
Well,
I need it.
reusable water bottle is closed. Did you know?
I feel like this is a trauma thing did you knock something over and ruin something very important?
And my dad beat my ass for it, man. Maybe.
Like, if I hear cabinet slam, like, even if I slam a cabinet, I get worried still to this day because of, oh, God, I cannot talk to me.
Yeah, even when I touch my own thermostat, I'm like, oh.
Am I gonna get in trouble?
I don't think I can do it, man. I don't.
What's
think-
going on?
Oh, do
What is
it.
it? What
Do
is
it.
it?
This
It's my
is
Yeah,
mom.
answer.
That's
Answer.
your
answer.
mom?
I will go to
Yeah.
work late.
She
That's
looks
not
like
your fucking
Pamela
mom.
Anderson.
Shh.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, babe, do you know how many people we're feeding tomorrow at the Bowman meeting and that you and I are doing?
Oh, sorry, it's boring work stuff. It's us? Oh, shit, do I have to talk to people?
No, I'll talk.
Okay, coolsies. Okay. I think they said it was 30, but I'll get with you in a minute with the email they sent me. That's a great question. Give me like 20, 30 minutes, Mom.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Drugs.
That's bullshit.
I know.
You're doing drugs. Who are you doing them with?
Friends.
Your mom? No, sorry.
I don't think she can hear us.
No.
It's on speaker.
Oh,
If you can.
okay.
We can't hear you.
Oh, okay.
Whoever said your mom's stupid, because I'm the mom.
You're such a bitch, Mom. Jesus. He was just trying to play a joke.
I think you sound really nice.
We're on a podcast, Mom.
Oh, well, why did you pick up and put me on speaker?
Because I figured you were going to be a little bitchy, and I thought it'd be funny. And Blake told me to, and I'm very peer pressurable. We're also looking at my mugshot right now. I'm kind of getting cucked on my own podcast. Do you know what cuck means, Mom?
I do.
Oh, good job.
Ooh.
What
Is
does
that
it
for me?
mean?
It means,
Yeah. Do I teach you bad things, or did you teach me? What happened first, chicken or the egg?
well, a long time ago, I taught you bad shit, and then now I'm learning the bad shit from you because you're getting extra bad shit from other sources.
Yeah, we can blame Dwayne Foster for that. He taught me all the things you didn't in 3rd grade.
Oh, he was a little cunt, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a cunt, but he was nice at the same time. He was a good kid.
Miss Bailey.
This is Diego, Mom.
Hi, Miss Bailey. How do you put your pineapples into your cart when you're shopping?
Upside down, baby.
Hell yeah!
Has she been here the whole time?
I hope I didn't teach you that one.
Shit.
Wait, who do you know that's a fucking... Oh, spill the tea, Mom. Is it Star? Fuck that bitch. She's not going to watch.
I'm sorry. Trophy Club used to have a renowned swingers little department within town.
That makes sense because everyone's old and hates the young people.
Well, they were getting into some wild shit back in the day. Remember that? Ian?
Oh, did you
She'll
just
go
hang
on for
up
so
on your mom?
She'll go on forever.
Oh my gosh.
That was great.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Your mom's cool, dude.
Yeah, she's really cool. She just said cunt casually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Are
that's
we allowed
because
to
of me.
say that on the podcast?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just the 2 R's, the 6 letter and the 4 letter, and then we've said file, but Blake
Wait, what's
bleep that
the
out.
other R?
Bleep, you're going for another bleep. We've got.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Trust
didn't-
me, I
For some
know.
reason, I didn't think of the first one right away.
Which one?
I thought of the second one. I was like,
Okay.
oh, hard.
Yeah.
Well, it should be the other way around.
Do you want to say that? Because I had to tell you over text 2 days ago that you should think about that word differently.
I had a good explanation.
You
for
did.
It.
He's
Yeah.
from the military, so all words don't have meanings to him.
Dan Soder came up with the best way to use. Did y'all hear that joke? It's on his like
No.
last YouTube special that he just posted. It's so funny. It's a great joke. I'm not gonna say it, but it's worth checking out if you're listening. Dan Soder's YouTube special.
I know I watched it. What was it?
The
I'll have to check it out again.
The R word joke.
Yeah. That one was fun.
I don't want to spoil it, but it's so worth a watch. Please watch it. You don't even have to watch the whole special. Just watch like the first 20 minutes and get to that joke. But you can watch the whole special. The whole special is great, but that was like an amazing joke. Amazing. Like you're gonna flip a table.
I know. Every time I see Dan Soder,
Yeah.
I just lose my shit.
No, you're gonna hear that joke and you're gonna be like, I wish I thought of that. Like all of us are gonna. I mean, I said it. Y'all are gonna say it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Should we all say it?
No.
One in unison?
3, 2, 1.
Aw.
Kirstie, come
I already
on.
said it like twice, so I don't want to say
All
it.
right, all right. 3,
getting-
2, 1.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I thought. Well, you said you didn't want to say. All right, hold on. 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Which
I didn't
one did
know
we
what,
say?
I didn't know which one we were going for
Yeah.
that time.
It's like we're all trying to guess the word we're thinking.
Yeah.
Y'all seen those trends on TikTok?
No.
Probably. I'm really trying not to look at it. I made my algorithm so boring that I just don't even look at TikTok anymore.
I'm such a
like
problem.
my whole algorithm is just like use this template and blah blah blah, and I'm just like, all right, I hate that. I'm not looking at it anymore.
Mine's
and
cats. I have so many cat videos, and it hurts me that I sit there and still watch all of them.
Oh, cat videos don't get old though. Cats and pugs, any dog really.
Mine
Or
became like
cat.
dog compilations and hell divers. That's literally all my
Yeah.
For You pages.
it's-
Only those two things.
My TikTok algorithm is boring, but on Instagram it's still pretty entertaining. Yeah, it's a lot of like dogs and Megan the Stallion's ass.
That's a good one. Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should look at her page. The last two videos, I'm like hypnotized.
Blake, pull it up.
Instagram.
She can shake her ass. It's a talent.
She's got the ass shaking level where she can go one way, come back, and when she's going the third way, it's still doing the first jiggle that way.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Wow.
It's incredible.
She's so fine.
But you bringing up Soder's
She's so fine.
You bringing up Soder's R word joke was funny because I was thinking about I went and saw Segura at American Airlines recently, and he's got a new one, and I can't remember the end of the bit, but just the intro to it was so funny. Like, you've never said it. Oh, you've never seen someone back up on the highway? It was like, holy shit, because we were driving over there and someone had literally thrown it in reverse onto an exit ramp. I was like, holy shit, these people are the worst, and that's just the best way to do it. There's no other word that can mean something like that.
Sometimes it fits the situation.
Yeah, sometimes
You
it's
can
the
still
only
say
thing.
it around the right people.
Oh yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people that still say it like it's 2007 because they're not saying it in front of the wrong people.
Yeah. And at this point, I feel like all the words, or like the wokeness is dying down, at least for the comedy aspect. Like, we're coming back around. Like, Shane Gillis just kind of dumbed everything down to frat bro terms, and now we're back.
I think the R word's coming back a little bit.
My thing has always been weird with it. The retard itself always sounded way worse than saying retarded to me, which a lot of people are the opposite of that. But, like, I always felt like if I called my friends a...
I love how you followed her.
Well, I mean, you spoke
Oh
such
my
highly
god!
of
Yeah,
her.
any of those. Actually, go to the one with the oh my god,
Holy
Megan.
shit.
I love the comments because there's always someone that's like, Megan, my man is on this app. I know. I opened it in public too, and I was like, "Oh my god, someone thinks I'm watching." But you know, she got the memo about Pornhub. That's for sure. She said, "All right, I'm still gonna serve."
No, yeah, God bless.
And then
the
your friend
stallion.
Miso Boys Blake, he's just an all of these.
Oh yeah, do you want to get her on?
Oh,
I
Dan
was talking
Soder
to
has
her.
a joke
Oh, yeah.
about that too. Like when you see your friends, it's just y'all gotta watch the special.
That special was
Y'all
really
have
funny.
to watch the special. I mean it. It's so good.
I used to follow one that was a private called My Freak Sheet just to see what of my friends were perverts, and every time I'd send it's like when your friends join Telegram. You might not know that because you don't do drugs. Good
Diego, does it ever get annoying when people call you out for being sober? Because I feel like I do it so much and I don't mean to.
Well, it happens literally on a daily basis.
Yeah, if it makes you feel any better, I go home after a night with you at work or whatever, and I go home and I think about, wow, I really called him out on his sobriety like a lot tonight. I need to not do that tomorrow.
No, I mean, like, it doesn't.
I need to be a better person.
And then she does it tomorrow.
And I'm sober when I'm doing it.
No, it doesn't bother me. What bothers me, which has happened a couple times, like whenever I first started working at the Improv, is like, because like almost every night I go out and hang out with, like, we all go and hang out at the bar. What does bother me is whenever people say, "Why are you here?"
Oh, that sucks.
That's happened twice. That shit bothers
I've
me.
probably
Fuck
said that. I'm
that.
sorry. I think if it makes you feel any better, it comes from a place of like, I envy the fact that you can do that. Because no, for me,
Yeah. I still can't do it, and I don't really drink anymore at all.
Well, because I like the social aspect, because like we're just hanging out. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
you guys are loosening up or whatever. Like, it doesn't bother me like being called or not.
Yeah.
Do you get
Being
people
called
that
out
try to
for-
like peer pressure you into it?
I've had some people. Most people are pretty cool about it. They don't do that. But
I feel like it's something that people only do when you're trying to get off of it. Like, and that's such a shitty thing. Like, he was on the episode the other day, and I know that Anthony Ramos has gotten sober recently, and he's had a lot of people that are coming up and they're like, "Have a drink. You were a fun drunk."
Oh,
don't
that's
catch
fun.
it.
Yeah, and he
I was
was
like, hey,
talking
man.
about it yesterday.
When you know
too.
someone's
Yeah.
actively trying to be sober, you shouldn't do anything like that. But the thing about Diego is that he's not actively trying to be sober. He just is.
Yeah,
yeah, like I didn't
know.
have a problem before. Like I didn't quit.
Yeah.
right,
You know, like I have no interest in it. I don't want a vice like that. So
right. Are you
doesn't-
Gold Star? Like, have you tried the things and said
I've
no?
tried alcohol before. I mean,
Mhm.
the total amount of alcohol I've had is like less than like a shot and a half or something.
Wow.
Like it's
That's
not
impressive
much.
that you've gotten this far in life and only had that much.
What did you try?
I tried a couple different. I tried, or I might have had 2 shots, whiskey and vodka. I've tried those
Those are two
By
rough ones.
themselves?
by themselves. Yeah.
Well, that's
Ooh.
why you don't drink.
Oh yeah, the shit was bad.
You can't open with that. You
Well-
gotta open with like a Bud Light and then
Yeah.
a Jack
Or a-
and
or
Coke
a
and then
fruity
a
drink.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Mike's hard.
And then
yeah.
as you get older, when you're like 23, you're like, okay, straight Tito's.
Well, like
and then you black out enough, and you're like, okay, maybe tequila.
Yeah.
the
And then you work
fruity
at a bar, and you go through the
That'll happen.
Rumpleman's phase.
and then you're like, let's get sober.
Yeah, and then you're like, okay, and then you go sober for
Yeah.
a while, and then you get back into it because you realize you need to be eating.
It's not the specific strain of alcohol. It's just alcohol. Funny.
Yeah.
My younger brother's in the
still
rumple
ass.
phase right now.
Oh,
The rumple
yeah.
phase,
He's like-
yeah. Working at a bar will do that to you. I didn't even know what that was until I worked at a bar, and people, we would only get 2 shift shots. Everybody was doing rumplements because it gets you messed up the quickest.
Right.
So I actually started liking it because I was like, damn, it kind of hits.
So what's wrong about it?
And then it leaves your breath minty fresh.
So that's what I thought. It was like basically the knockoff peppermint schnapps.
It's just everybody dogs on it because it's super like bad for you. Like it's
It's the
nasty.
new-
It's got a lot of alcohol content. in it.
It's high in alcohol, so that's why everyone likes it. But it's super sugary and it's just like really nasty. And just if your alcohol is bad for you by itself, but that's like the heroin of alcohol. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
It's like a better tasting Everclear.
It's also a
Yeah.
lot of like the people that are really big fans of Rumple. Like those people are like, I'm a Rumple girl. I only drink, and then it's just the only thing she
No.
talks about for sentences. Like it's basically Jaeger. Like it had its era, and this is in its new era of Rumple.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Jaeger, Rumple, and Fireball are like, if you're drinking those like shots of those every night, you're like probably not a good person.
Yeah, they're
Wow.
they're basically novelty drinks that everyone just kind of accepted as like a regular drink.
Mm-hmm.
It was just in Fireball. Ugh. I never liked it, thank God, because as soon as I had it for the first time, I said it smelled or it tasted like the inside of Hobby Lobby. Like every time,
I get it.
it's something about the cinnamon. Like I don't know why Hobby Lobby of all places is
Yeah.
pumping in cinnamon.
No,
but
I've said that sentence. We used to have a place called Garden Ridge.
I fucking yeah.
And
We used to go to-
anytime I had like a spicy something, I was like, tastes like Garden Ridge. But now I say Hobby Lobby more because everybody knows Hobby Lobby. But
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
Oh, Garden Ridge.
Yeah,
That was,
it like makes you think of that store.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah.
I did get shocked one time because we were hanging out at the bar after work, and I had my drink right here, and my
Mhm.
friend had his drink right here, and I went in thinking it was Sprite, I got hit with Jack and Coke. I was like, holy fuck.
that's
You thought that was Sprite?
No. Like my Sprite was right next to his Jack and Coke. I wasn't looking. I just grabbed it.
Hey,
And
he's colorblind.
Yeah.
I've done
No,
that
that
with-
shit is shocking to you. Like
Oh,
when you go in expecting one thing and you get the exact opposite.
And rum and Coke is one of the better of the drink because like rum isn't like super aggressive.
I couldn't taste the Coke, dude.
Yeah.
That's great.
It
That
was-
was with the heavy pour.
Yeah.
But I did the same thing with a Sprite and margaritas, like for a long, and I just keep going. I'm like, man, this Sprite tastes like shit, and I keep going. There was just something early on. I'm like, you didn't think to stop? I was like, no, I liked it, but I hated it.
But you know what? Fruity drinks do sound enticing because like they smell. So I smell drinks
Right.
because like I don't want to drink them, but some of them smell real good.
I had to go to a lot of places and order like such a bitch, like a virgin daiquiri, which is just a smoothie at that point. Like I was, well, as soon as I turned 21, I was already previously sober before being allowed to drink. And I was just, can I have a strawberry smoothie, please?
Do people at the Improv ask for stuff like that all the time? They're like, what kind of mocktails do you have? Do you have any frozen virgin pina colada? I'm like, no. And if you want a mocktail, we can throw all the sodas in the fountain in one drink. Get you that. Throw some grenadine and a cherry in it. But
I said I was
going to
do it. Do you know what that's called? A suey.
Oh.
I think that is that what
It's
that's
actually called a suicide when you
Okay.
mix all of them.
And there's what's it called when they take the bar mat juice and throw it in?
Oh God.
Ew! What the fuck?
That's like a thing that you can get
it
at
memory
like a
erasers?
shitty dive bar.
Yeah, mind erasers.
Mind erasers or something like that.
Is
yeah.
that what that is? I think that's an actual shot, no?
It
Yeah,
might
it
actually
might
be.
be.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
got such a like it's like deathbed juice or like it might be what you order when you get a jungle juice at the bar. It might be a
Yeah.
bath mat juice.
Yeah, I think it is like death juice.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something. I think
it's-
every bar kind of has their own name for it,
Yeah.
but it's definitely like a dive bar thing. Yeah.
And those death shots are what you take when you're like 18 working in restaurants because no one else is going to drink them, especially at a nicer place. So when no one's looking, you just come and steal it. And
I
just,
feel like no one's really doing that unless like they want attention.
That's
I
like
mean,
a
that's like
dare.
that guy that
That's
would
not-
drink the bong water, but just
Oh,
to
yeah.
like get
That's fucking
attention
gross,
for
dude.
it. Like, do y'all ever have a guy in high school that like you knew did that once?
I
Or
ate
just all
bugs
do
in
that?
elementary school.
Huh?
I ate bugs in elementary school
That's honestly cooler.
for money too. Like I was a hustler
I mean, that's actually not that crazy. I mean, there's people that eat bugs like
in general.
in other countries.
You ever had
Yeah,
like
like
the
crickets?
candied ones?
Yeah, I've had a candy cricket before.
Those are, like
Well, sometimes you get those suckers too at like the museum or whatever that
yeah,
has
and they got like
scorpion in them.
the scorpion in it.
In Mexico they have a mezcal or something with a worm in it,
Oh yeah.
or
Is that-
tequila.
was
I
that
don't
like a staple back then? Was having the worm in it because it's referenced
I think
all
it's
the
still
time.
a thing. I think.
I don't think I ever actually. I did get a bottle of that with the worm in it when I was in Mexico, and I brought it back, and I was gonna eat the worm because I was like, but then I don't think I could do it. I was like, I'm not doing it.
I've heard that that sort of stuff gets you fucked up. Like
Yeah, I
my
think it makes you
Mimi-
trip.
yeah. My Mimi did it with blueberries soaked in like tequila or vodka or something with Willie Nelson.
That's
Like way back in the day.
Damn.
wow. She sounds cool as fuck.
Yeah,
You got a
we're
cool
from.
family, dude. Your mom's cool.
We're all broken. Willie Nelson Mimi, she took too much acid and now she's like dementiated herself, so that's cool.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm still the favorite, so I get remembered. That's fun.
Oh, you said
Um,
that's cool.
Yeah, no, that's badass, dude.
I mean, it's got for some interest. She broke into my house, which was
How old is she?
it's a great question. She was born in like 56 or something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
like
She's
70
not that
something.
old.
No,
She's
just
not
on
even
her-
60 yet.
Yeah, she could still
Or
be
she's
running for
like
president.
60.
No, born in 56. So like,
Oh wait. So she's 70 something.
yeah, she's like 72 or 3 or something
Yeah.
like
My
that.
dad was born in 1960.
Yeah, I got an old ass dad. He was born in 66.
Yeah.
So
Mine,
like,
mine was born in 64. Yeah. He's about to be 60.
that's so weird. Looking back on it now, my dad is like 10 years younger than mine.
Wait, so your grandma is that's obviously not on your dad's side, right?
No.
I was like, wait, whoa, what?
I mean, but
Say,
there was
add it up.
there was a weird streak.
Was she a
of-
geometry teacher or what was this?
No, but like they would all like randomly have kids at 22. I think my mom was the last girl to not do it in the family, but like they'd be 22 and have a kid.
But your
like,
mom
all the
looks
way
young
down.
in that picture.
She's still pretty young. I think she's well, I'm not gonna out her, but she's younger for a mom. But
Mid 40s.
no, over. She She's a pretty mom. I gotta say, she's a pretty
yeah,
lady.
you have a pretty mom.
That was your mom.
Mhm.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
I assume, yeah, that would have
You gonna
been
give me a high
so
five?
weird if you had some
No,
random
why not?
lady's picture.
I don't know. It's just I don't know. I don't see it.
Yeah. Well, the ginger's
You know
not
what I mean?
real either.
Oh.
Yeah, I look like my dad, which is a problem.
What's his mugshot look like?
For all the stories and shit he has and giving me the alcoholism, he doesn't have any of arrest stories,
Wow.
or at least not that. Look up Chris Bailey. Fucking is he? I've never done this.
There's no
Please,
way.
because her cheeks are just. It keeps.
Yeah.
It's
I
so
keep
distracting.
forgetting.
I
So
keep
distracting,
glancing
Megan.
over. Yeah. I keep looking over. I can't help it.
Let's see. What did Dad get into? Because he's got a lot of stories, but this was also in
Texas?
the time when law wasn't a
Texas?
thing. Yeah.
Inmate search.
Do you not know if he's been arrested?
I feel like it's one of those things where I probably know he hasn't been arrested, but also things have been coming out more over time. Like for a long time, you just said weed was bad.
I bet they put Christopher.
Probably.
Oh, they did put Christopher.
I love how government websites look like they're still in like 2006.
Right, and I feel like these kinds of things never work.
Oh, you should see the VA's website. It's a fucking nightmare.
White. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Is his
that
middle
it?
name Charles?
No.
Projected release. No, that's
Oh.
unless your dad's still in prison.
I think this is for
Oh, yeah.
active inmates,
Yeah.
like who are
Oh yeah, just go to
chilling.
images. I doubt it.
I mean, any of them could be your dad,
Yeah, that's a
except
problem.
for the fourth one, except for Augusta.
Why not? Oh man, half these
Holy
people
shit.
actually look like my family. This is a problem.
No, I mean I wouldn't yeah. If you said if any of them were your dad, I'd believe you.
Yeah.
Oh my
Fuck.
god, dude,
Holy
that's so sad.
Did he get arrested for doing blackface?
Oh my
What is
god,
that?
that sucks. Oh my god.
He looked like he fell face first trying to crawl through a chimney.
That's terrifying.
This is the future liberals want.
Wouldn't
dude.
that be crazy if it was like impersonating Santa Claus?
Oh.
On meth.
Just a real life bad Santa with Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus.
Billy Bob Thornton is one of the celeb crushes, I think, that we were talking about last
Which
night.
one is Billy
Really?
Bob?
Bad
Thornton?
Santa? I think he's like low
Bad
key.
Santa,
oh,
Bad News
he's
Bears.
low key fine, even as
The older
even as an
guy?
older guy. But for sure, in Bad Santa, he's fine.
Now that I see it, yeah,
That
I
is
can
my
see it.
Christmas movie.
Yeah, go type him in.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna find
Billy
him.
Bob Thornton, Bad Santa.
Yeah, we were talking about celebrity crushes last night.
I was thinking up until Quiet on Set, I forgot how much I was in love with Amanda Bynes.
Oh
growing
my
up.
god, me too.
Oh my god.
That was before my time. I didn't really.
Such a
watch
bummer,
Amanda
man.
show.
Such a bummer.
What the fuck are
What?
you doing, dude?
What happened?
Bad Santa, bad.
Look
this
at
guy?
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This fucking George Clooney guy?
I forgot Bernie Mac was in it.
George Clooney's fine too, but look at him.
Really?
That's
Okay,
your
I
type?
don't.
I get it. I get it. Why? I get how he got. Oh, what's her name? Graham. Heather Graham.
Yeah, Heather Graham.
Yeah, that was crazy the first time I heard about that.
That was.
I don't see
Fuck
it,
me,
man.
Santa. Fuck me, Santa.
They were hot in that movie. They were a hot couple.
That was Heather Graham. Was she Boogie Nights?
No,
Gilmore Girls.
not Heather Grant.
He gives me the guy who plays Negan vibes.
What is that?
The Walking Dead Negan.
I never walked it or watched it.
And you never walked it.
I did not walk it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's because he looks like he has a lot of problems. That's so
Oh
hot.
yeah, and he just doesn't. He doesn't just.
I
look
love
like
that
it.
he's like Santa too. Like, like he kind of cares about people, but not. Because if you watch the movie, he does.
Oh yeah, and then like Vern Troyer.
But
was
then
in
he
this movie
he gets
too.
this bond with like this like kind of chubby kid who lives with his grandma, who everybody kind of bullies him. He gets this
Are
like
you fucking with me?
yeah, like go to the picture of him and the kid. He like bonds with this kid, and it's honestly really sweet at the end.
It's my favorite Christmas movie.
Really?
It's a good
Yeah.
one.
Bad Santa 2.
Not good.
I
Oh.
haven't watched that.
Don't do
sequel.
it.
I
You
don't really
don't.
like sequels. I gave up on sequels after what was it that really just ruined it?
This
the
one was really
movie.
the only one where the sequel actually stands out.
Quentin Tarantino.
It's also really just one movie technically, but
yeah, I think what was the sequel that I just hated? I think it might have been I don't remember, but they're just never good. Sometimes I don't even give them a chance because I never watched any of the Hangover sequels. I was like, nope.
Yeah, or they just fucking ruin it because you get a decent enough sequel. You're like, all right, that's good, and then they just go to a third. And you're like, what are you
Right.
doing?
Like Anchorman, I think the sequel to that was okay, but didn't they make a third and it was flop?
No.
Did they?
No.
No, I think the second
just the
one was
one
the
and
only
two.
sequel.
Okay, never mind. I can't remember what the movie was. Like, there was a movie where I watched the sequel and it ruined it, and since then I can't watch any sequels.
Yeah, the only one off the top of my head, other than Kill Bill, that I can think of was the Thor movies. Because they
the
were
Dark-
2 terrible ones, and then 1 good one, and then they went to a 4th shitty one.
The
Yeah.
the
It was
Dark
just
Knight.
awful.
Also, if they're books, you can pull them off too. Like Harry
Yeah.
Potter, obviously, is
Yeah.
you know
Just better
'cause
books in
they're
general.
books.
I fucking hated those movies, the Harry
didn't like
Potter
'em?
movies,
Damn.
dude. Because it's a school about magic, and this is all the magic. Like what the fuck? The only impressive magic is whenever the fucking old man Dumbledore
Right.
when he does like the fire shit when he's
Oh,
drinking the water.
He turns into the Phoenix.
Yeah, that's the only like impressive magic
oh,
where I'm
I
like,
know what
okay,
you're
this
talking
guy's
about.
powerful.
I feel like you kind of had to grow up with it a little bit.
Yeah,
the
because you
nostalgia
go back.
behind it makes it better.
Well, even the fucking main villain Voldemort, like his most powerful spell, fucking teenagers are doing that shit too. Like, why is he?
Yeah, it's
Why
but
is he
it's
the
not
bad
the
guy?
spell; it's the way you spell it. You know.
yeah, you're just not supposed
Yeah.
to do it.
You
He
can't-
adds the extra
You
R
can't
in
just
there.
be like
He-
Avada Kedavra. You gotta have that spice. You gotta be missing a nose.
The
You just gotta be
boy
nasally when you do it. Avada
Come
Kedavra.
to
Like,
die.
what do you
Yeah,
say?
I don't know, man. It's just like it's the way that it hit in. You shut up.
Well, who's the fucking the white family, the white
Malfoys.
kid?
The Weasleys.
Draco.
Oh.
Malfoys, yeah.
Fucking Draco, dude. What infuriated me more than anything in the entire series is in the very end, whenever Draco's family comes up to him and he's like, "Come with us, Draco,"
Yeah.
and he was with Hogwarts.
Yeah.
That was his chance to say, "No, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm with Hogwarts." That was his chance for redemption because he was just an asshole the entire series,
Yeah.
and then he goes with his family in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
he-
goes from an
and he
asshole to being a
never-
pussy.
He has zero
He does.
redemption.
He does. He never like really does anything that bad either. Like the minute you think he's about to be real evil, he just like cowers away.
The worst thing he
goes
did
to-
was
he
say
ends up being
mudblood.
such a little pussy.
But
Yeah.
he betrayed Hogwarts, dude. Like that was fucked up. And then at the end,
Yeah.
Harry and Draco are like sending their sons over to Hogwarts and like waving like they're friends. Like the fuck?
Yeah.
They're literally a traitor.
These weren't just
Yeah.
like opposing people that had like a rivalry. Like you hated him.
Yeah, you want him to either be really bad or really good at the end, and it's like nothing.
Yeah.
I agree with
They
that.
fucked it up.
They
He
kind
had
of
a ch-
phoned him
Yeah,
in.
he had a chance of redemption and they completely ignored it. They fucked up. They fucked
I
up.
read the books. I wonder but I don't remember like what because I haven't read them since high school. I don't remember if there was more to it than that. There probably was. That's why you kind of do want to read the books. 'Cause
How
there's-
different are the books from the movies? Because I never read the
There's
books.
just a lot more details, and I wish I could remember, but yeah, I need to reread them. Like I don't retain information like that. But at the
From what I've-
time,
yeah.
when I watched the set, I read the only books that I read before seeing the movies were the last two books. So I would have known back then, but now I'm like I don't remember what I read.
Because I just watched this recently, like 2.5 years ago.
Oh really?
Because growing up, I grew up with a very Christian mom. I wasn't allowed to watch Harry Potter.
Right. Okay.
or
Were you
read
allowed to
Harry
watch
Potter.
SpongeBob? I'm sorry to cut you off.
I could watch SpongeBob,
Okay.
but I couldn't watch Pokemon. I couldn't because that evolution.
Oh.
And it's fucking true, dude. My mom was insane. She is insane. And so I decided to watch because like Harry Potter is like a huge
Big no.
yeah. And so I watched like every movie over the course of like 2 or 3 days.
Wow.
That's kind of an interesting thing about you. That's why he hasn't seen most movies because his mom didn't really
Kept you
let him
away
watch.
from all of them.
I mean, I was pretty sheltered with like stuff like that. Like I couldn't watch or go out and do
That's
stuff.
so
really.
weird.
Like, so you never could have freedom over what you watched until you like moved out.
Yeah, or like I'm still living with my dad, but like, I'm an adult now. You know, like I think he respects
Yeah.
my dad's more progressive.
You had to wait
than-
till you were 18 though to like have freedom.
I had to
over-
wait until my mom moved out, pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah, and because like, I couldn't really bring friends over. I couldn't go to friends' houses. Like I couldn't do anything
Oh
really.
my god.
Yeah,
I mean,
how are you?
Just the fucking differences. But
That's what I'm telling you. He has a dead body somewhere.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, yeah.
dude.
It's
He's
John
sober.
Wayne Gacy
Yeah.
under the foundation of the house. Yeah.
He was sheltered. He's There's something going on.
It's so fun. It's just like the exact opposite. Because my mom talked about it just like a half a second. But in 3rd grade is when she was talking about like teaching me how to curse correctly.
Really?
Yeah, because she said, and I quote, "You sound like an idiot, and when you curse, you're cursing under our name." So like,
No, that's a real mom, dude. Like,
Like, what do you mean?
like I would say stuff like shit ass and like. Fuck
You were
it.
just throwing them all out there
I
because you
just
could.
knew him and I didn't know how to form it.
It
And
was
she's
probably
like,
super forced.
"Yeah, you
too.
can't call anyone a shit ass unless he does something shitty. Like, what are you doing?"
okay, shit
No,
ass.
one,
I kind of
one
like
that,
that though.
one that hits hard though. It's because of Donnie Darko. He said "fuck ass."
Oh yeah.
That's a good one. I like fuck ass.
I like fuck face.
Oh,
Oh,
that was
yeah.
a big one with my
Shut
mom.
up, fuck face.
Yeah.
Like it sounds impactful.
Fuck
Oh, yeah.
nut. Fuck nut's
Fuck
my
nut?
favorite one.
It's also
Yeah.
because
You
like
fuck nut.
it's crazy to me that motherfucker isn't still a huge problem with people.
Yeah.
You're like the whole thing was like you fucked someone's mom, you disrespectful piece of shit. And now
Wow.
it's just like, "What's up, motherfucker?" And then you give him a high five.
Oh yeah, that's how a bitch was for a while with me and my friends. Like some girls still do it, but we would call each other bitch all the time in high school. We're just like bitch, 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 and it was a term of endearment.
Yeah.
But
It was
now
your N word.
I learned though when I was like 19, I got my first like one of my first serving jobs. And I was still talking like that, and they didn't talk like that. The people that I worked with, so. Like I had just started there, and basically like one of the closing servers was like, "Okay, did you do your side work?" And I was like, "Yeah, that bitch, she signed me out or whatever." And I really didn't mean anything by it.
Right.
But that girl told everybody that I called the other girl a bitch, and
Oh, fuck
everybody
that
like
lady.
low-key hated me for like 2 weeks until I like got drunk with them at a party, and then everybody was cool with me. But because someone I think told me, they were like, "Oh, everyone thinks you called her a bitch," and I was like,
Oh, no.
and it was so.
I did, but not like that.
Yeah.
But
Well, I realized I was like, "Oh, I need to stop talking like that," because like I don't even know how to explain
Right.
what I meant,
Oh,
because
yeah.
they don't get it. They don't like you have to just talk
It
like that
was-
too
yeah,
to
I was just bringing in
understand.
a term of
And
endearment.
if you don't, there's no way to really explain that.
I was talking to my chick about that. She said that bitch with a lot of women now is becoming worse than cunt.
Well, yeah. Now cunt's kind of just being thrown around.
Yeah, we got videos of Australian people, and they're like, "Oh my god," when they say it, it's funny.
Oh,
So now we started, yeah.
Yeah, it's more mainstream
Well, it's still one of those things where like, because my sisters don't say bitch or cunt like that even. So sometimes I'll still be like bitch, and then I can tell my sisters even are like,
Off
"Did you just
put,
call
yeah.
me a bitch?" And I'm like, "You don't understand. Like,
You
I don't
get
know."
it. You're a normal person. We're comedians.
Yeah,
We're
so I
not
kind of
used to
just
this.
don't even like talk like that anymore because it's just you don't want to do it to the wrong person.
do you curse in front of your family?
Yeah, all the time. I curse in front of them, but I don't curse at them.
That's a
Like
big
when
distinction.
when you just then with your mom were like you were being bitchy or something, I was like, oh god, I don't know. Even my mom, like we had a fucked up relationship, but I don't know if like I'd ever be like you were being like. I'm not judging you because that's the relationship that y'all have.
Yeah.
But I never had that. Like I never like would be like you fucked up or anything. But I'll curse in front of them if I'm talking about something else. But I don't curse
Yeah.
at them.
That only came because I've never come at them with words. Like in every instance where I cussed around my family, I was always good about like if I got angry, I was sitting there like you're pissing me off. Or like, this is ridiculous. Why are we doing this? But like, if I go, "Hey, what's up, bitch?" And like, I'll high five and like, "What's up, bitch?" My
Yeah.
mom, and she's like, "All right." And he's got a smile on his face, and then I just did that consistently, and she's like, "All right."
Yeah.
And now if I call him a fuckface in public, it'll just embarrass him. Now that's that's what he gets.
Well, if they do it back at you, then it's fine.
Oh,
but
yeah.
so like if that's the relationship they all have, then there's nothing wrong with it. But it took me till I was like 21 or 21 probably to like comfortably curse in front of my dad. Like
yeah.
and for him to comfortably curse in front of me, because when we were kids he would try to he threw out dang nabbit dang,
Dag
like
nabbit.
if
Yeah.
a curse word did slip, they would slip
You ever say
out.
crap?
When he was like really angry, they would slip out a lot, like kind of a lot, and it was always super terrifying. It was like, oh, he's angry, like that's how we knew he was like really angry. So cursing
Yeah.
was kind of uncomfortable to do in front of my dad until I was like a full grown. Until I started drinking with him, that's pretty much when I was like, okay, we're we're like we
That
kind
was
of have
our-
a friendship going
Yeah.
now.
That was our silence. If we knew the
Yeah,
house
he had to
was
carry me
quiet-
home one night from this party we went to. I think after that, I was like, okay, I think I can say fuck in front of him now.
Yeah.
That's a good dad.
Yeah,
great-
well, he took me to this like neighbor that he had that was in the service industry. He was a regional manager of these like restaurants, so he partied like a server. And this guy invited, he was hanging out with my dad a lot because he was kind of his age. And my dad was like, y'all got to come over to, his name was Artie. He's like, y'all got to come over to Artie's house, me and my sister. So he brought us over there for a party, and they were doing a beer bong. And it was just like, it was a kickback. There was only like 10 of us there, but they were
Right.
all like my dad's age. And there was a beer bong out. And he worked for the Papa's restaurant. So there was like Papacitos
shit.
buffet
Yeah.
out. And like we were getting fucked up, and my dad kind of knew how to drink with him, but we walked over to their house, so nobody was driving.
Right.
And yeah, my dad got me fucked up.
I'm trying. Like I've gotten fucking obliterated in front of my parents, and I was trying to think because they said when I'm drunk, I get a really thick Southern accent, which I don't know where that comes from, but I also say.
That's common, actually.
Yeah. What was the other thing? Like I had one phrase that I would stick to, like a catchphrase. Oh man.
You're like, don't kick me out, you pussy.
I think I'd say know what I'm saying, like a lot.
No.
Like a lot. I just accidentally get drunk and code switch with my parents.
It's like
No,
We're the
man.
Millers. Like, you know what I'm saying, man?
Yes,
Don't you
I
love
do.
it when like your college degree just goes out the window when you talk?
Immediately.
Like I be talking like I don't know how to fucking talk.
And then, but you're around your friends while you're trying to type
Yeah,
out a
and-
professional email, like to a professor or your boss.
I
You're
think
like,
it's a
I
masking thing.
strictly think that this is not going to be a good situation for the both of us. You-
Well, human
this
beings don't
fucking
talk
bitch.
like that. Like that's
Yeah.
that's some like made up societal bullshit. Like it sounds nicer like formally,
right.
but like people don't talk like that.
If you go to a high-end business company and they're all sitting around the table, they're all cursing too.
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah.
doesn't. It's not a thing.
Yeah.
There was.
But like emails probably should be
Well,
formal.
I think curse words are kind of like whatever now. Like even I was in I was at this donut shop recently, and they had it was Voodoo Donut. Have y'all heard of that?
yeah.
It's like a gourmet hipster like new wave donut shop.
Yeah,
and,
pretentious. Yeah.
but their donuts have like there's a cock and balls donut. And this is on the window. It's on the website. It's in the display, and like kids are welcome. And I don't know. I just don't. And even when you walk through like a touristy area, the shirts, like the touristy shirts, kind of
Yeah.
they got cuss words on them. Like in New York, there's one that says "fuck you, you fucking fuck," and it's just displayed right there next to like a baby outfit that says the same thing.
Is that like well?
You
it's
can
not
buy
illegal.
you can buy an outfit for your baby that says "fuck you, you fucking fuck."
It's not illegal. It's just super white
It's
trash.
not illegal,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like I don't
it's
think
weird
anyone.
seeing that.
I don't think anyone
Yeah.
cares about curse words like that anymore.
It's the same thing as seeing the dude that has the emblem on the back of the truck of the middle finger. You're like, oh, was that a really good idea?
Yeah,
you
truck
like
nuts too.
Oh,
like
truck
those are
nuts,
just hanging
yeah.
out.
that?
You can see a car that has truck nuts and a bumper sticker that says "baby" on board.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
that's crazy.
But what's like the legal or whenever you do like truck nuts or like the cock and ball donuts, like how much sexual shit can you have before it's like indecent?
I don't. That's a really good question because I've seen a couple. They're like, I remember being young and seeing "get off of my ass," like stop tailgating me, and thinking like that's a lot. I'm 6 and I know what that means and all this. And then it just got progressively worse. Like seeing dudes that put mud flaps of naked chicks on there and shit like that. You're like, you still think that's a good idea? Like after you put it on, like 5 years later, that still looks rad to you. I'm like, really? Ugh.
Huh.
There's one around here that's like, he's got a huge one on the back that says locally hated. I'm like, I know it's because you have a straight pipe on the truck, but I hate you just from looking at you. This is the worst. And he's a neighbor. Like, this is who I live around.
Oh man,
Yeah.
this seems like a nice area though.
It's nice and quiet, at least, except for specifically my neighbor's German Shepherd. But,
Oh.
yeah, I mean, these people over here,
10 minutes left on the card.
10 minutes left on
Yeah.
the card. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, these people
Heads
over
up.
here are really nice. They'll, like, when I first moved in, they're like, if you need anything, like tools, I'll leave the garage open. You come over and take them. And then there's just they never have shoes on, like backwoods swamp people here, and they're the worst.
Damn, do you have to code switch between your neighbors? Do you have to do that?
I wouldn't necessarily say it's code switching, but I'm such a nice little boy when I go over to them, and then I am just yelling from over the fence like, "You motherfucker! I'm calling the cops! I hope this dog has heat stroke, and I hope you do too."
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's the thing about living in between like a nice area and a poor neighbor area. Like
Yeah.
I had the kind of similar thing. Like my childhood home, like we had on the right was just families, and then on the left was they were making meth.
Oh shit! Oh my god,
That's hilarious.
I was just thinking like, I kind of like living in the poorer side of town because the food is good. And you're like, no, meth is still prevalent. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it would smell like rotten eggs in the backyard. And my mom, she was a narcotic herself, but she didn't do meth. She didn't do street drugs. Yeah, at this time. But she was like staying up all night, like high on whatever, like getting drunk and she would just be in our backyard, like, I know they're cooking meth back there, and it's like, Mom, go to bed,
You got to drop me off at school in the morning.
Maybe you should join them. Be productive if you're gonna stay up all night.
You're gonna start
like-
making breakfast in like 2 hours.
But what was crazy about that lady that would make meth? She actually used to be married to a cop, and he divorced her. Left her the house, and she used it as a meth lab with
Wow.
her then.
That's
boy,
crazy
with
too.
her then
'cause
muse.
Use. That's a good. That's a
in,
good
in
word.
that situation, he's legally like he doesn't have to say anything about his wife. Like you're allowed to you're allowed to use marriage as a legality like trumper in court.
Really?
Yeah. So like if you want to not defame your wife, you don't have to. And then there's like shit, damn it, I thought that was gonna work.
Damn.
It's weird.
So you can't use them to testify against them if they don't want to.
If they don't want to, yeah. You can if they agree and stuff like that. But yeah, if you don't want to out your wife, you don't have to.
Damn. What happened to that meth lady? Did you ever see them?
She moved out eventually, and then I don't know what she's up to now. I
She's
have
on
her
Mug
daughter
Shotties.
on Facebook still because we went to school together. And,
How's the daughter doing?
One of her daughters is doing great from what I've seen. Like she looks great. She has a job. I think she's super religious, so she seems fine. But her other two, she had two like little daughters at the time, and they, from what I've heard, are like not doing good.
Yeah, it always sucks because they were too young. They didn't see the problems with it. Because it's always the oldest that saw all the problems that fixes it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you mess up as a parent, your kids usually either become like
Oh, you're
they
just
become the
sponges.
opposite, or they become just as bad as you.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah. But, what a sad way to leave the podcast, but we're about 5 minutes out of running out of time,
Yeah.
and I'm about to piss my pants. So thank you so much for coming and watching an episode of the Dingbat District. Once again, we're going to have our guests plug up their socials for y'all, and please follow them, and please check out the shows they're going to be on soon. Both of these guys are working constantly, and we need to keep the comedy scene alive. So, Kirstie, if you'll plug up your socials.
Yeah, you can follow me on mostly just follow me on Instagram. Don't follow me on anything else because I'm not doing any of the other ones. But Kirstie Comedy, Kirstie Comedy. And coming up next, we got the very funny, very sober Diego Rangel.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I
Thank
didn't
you
get an
guys.
applause, but that's fine.
Yeah, just same thing. For my personal page, _no Diego no. I prefer if you just follow Lemon Pepper Pod. We got hopefully some stuff coming up. So
Hell yeah, go check out
that.
Lemon Pepper Pod. Go check out Kirstie on Instagram and Diego on Instagram, and keep watching Dingbat District episodes. Keep on coming back and go watch ones you haven't already. Other than that, bye.